on today.
Good.
We're gonna
It's
let
going good.
let me fix this. Try to let a couple of people come in the room right quick. See if I can practice a couple of things I done learned over
Yeah, go ahead.
here. How you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh God.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't do that to
Yeah, it's like that every day. But it's a blessing. You know what? I heard somebody say, I'm happy to be this busy because I remember a time that I wasn't, you know what I'm
me.
saying? There's people who are not,
Absolutely.
so I ain't gonna do no
Mm-hmm.
complaining. No
Don't do it.
complaining. How's
Me
your day
either.
going?
I'm not gonna complain. Not gonna complain. Just thank God I'm here to see it.
yes. See, we get a couple of more people in this room. I'm over here trying to cheat. No, I ain't no good. No, I ain't no good.
Yeah, if I look fuzzy, I'll just change over to my phone because sometimes StreamYard will make my computer look fuzzy. That's weird. But
Look pretty crystal clear.
yeah, I'll look good on here, but when we go live, I'll look crazy.
Oh man, don't tell me they be doing it to me because I be thinking I be already looking all cute and stuff.
Not everybody. Marcella has that same problem from her computer. I'm like, what
Well,
the?
we live now. We live now.
Hey.
Hey, let me hold on. Let me get over here. I'm over here playing with the playing with stuff, trying to get stuff, see if it'll work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there we go. Oh, did I do that right? Hold on. I should have did it a different way. Hold on. Let me see something. Oh man, I should have did it where it was rotating. Oh well. Let me get back to these. Let me get to these comments. We got a lot of comments. Let me thank everybody for coming in the building. Y'all done came up here and y'all done just started showing out. Oh, Corner Customs, what's up, baby? How you
What's up,
doing?
Four Corners?
What's going on, bro? Hey man, appreciate you. Oh man, I'm trying to get this. Let me work this camera, see what's going on. See it on. Oh, okay. I'm sure. Oh, there we go. See. There had to be an easier way, you know what I'm saying, to get that to get that thing to working. You know what I'm saying?
Always, always.
I see my boy, he already cutting up already in the building, you know what I'm saying? Four Corners, what's going on, Pippin? What's going on? You know what I'm
Woo!
saying?
Already.
First of all, let me give a shout out to the Big Boy, one of the sponsors of the Big, you know what I'm saying, the Big Boy Ink, that's what we use to get our workout on, you know what I'm saying, right before we ring that bell. Appreciate you, Four Corner Coasters, baby, how you doing? Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you, Four Corners. Appreciate you, man. So appreciate you coming in here, showing a lot of love and support to the Big Boy channel, man. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and holler at my boy Four Corner Customs. He is really growing over there, man. He got about I think he all close to about 200 subscribers. So
All right.
I see you in there doing this work, doing this thing. So y'all go over there and holler at my boy. Appreciate him. Digital Creation 662. What's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you coming rocking with your boy Crystal. How you doing? Thank you coming there rocking with the big boy G and D Photography. How you doing? Appreciate you. I think I need to holler. There were so many people I talked to. Vivian Crosby, how you doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. Craftable things. Yeah, how you doing, girl? Man, y'all make sure y'all go holler at Patrice, man. She's gonna be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. She's always crafting, making things, have great guests on the show. Appreciate Craftable coming in here rocking with us. How you doing, Miss Angela? Thank you coming in rocking with us, girl. We appreciate you so much coming in here rocking with the big boy. Oh man, we doing good. We doing good. Playboy doing good. Doing good. Appreciate you. Hey, Miss T Johnson, how you doing? How you doing? Appreciate you coming. Then look at old Jesse Gibson. What's going on, my man? How you doing? Appreciate you staying up rocking with your boy tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Get a few more of these people in before we get started tonight. Look at that. Oh, folks want to say, how are you doing, Educated Natural?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to be here.
See, hey, what's going on, Tampa? Appreciate you coming in, rocking with us. My boy deezteezandthangz, man, that's my dog. Y'all already know if y'all need some of those transfers, DTF transfers, man, y'all holler at my boy, man. He got great prices going on, great sales, man. He got so much, and he just dropped a video on YouTube. Know how to be ashamed. I ain't went over there and seen it yet. I apologize. Make sure I go over there. I know how. Look at me. Look at me.
Right I gotta go check that out myself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's what we're here for, to bring awareness to everybody, let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, what we got going on, showing love, you know what I'm saying, appreciation, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all going over there, y'all see it right there, deezteezandthangz, you know what I'm saying? You say you got that big old 9800 over there rocking, you know what I'm saying? Got a rocking, so, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go over there, you know what I'm saying, holler at my boy, you know what I'm saying, see what he got going on. Mr. Jesse, see everybody speaking to everybody. I have a couple proofs to check out sometime tomorrow, brother. Okay. Appreciate you. Yes. I do love stuff. I definitely do. You know what I'm saying? There go my boy. My Texas Connect, the big homie Lowe's. What's up?
That's the man.
Texas Connect, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, where is it at? Where at? Mob ties. Appreciate the homie Lowe's come over there. He just dropped. Hey, y'all go over there. I let the big homie Lowe's. He just dropped the video too. You know what I'm saying? He got a really great thing going on. He's doing some interviews. Got some people over there dropping a lot of knowledge over there. Y'all definitely go over there. Holler at him, man. Got a lot of great things. Man, I love everything that's going on in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let's say hello. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Marilyn. She's like, hey, okay. No, I'm just playing. Hey, Marilyn, I'm just playing. Hey, Marilyn, that's my girl. I love Miss Marilyn. Another great content creator. Definitely go over there and try to let Miss Marilyn love her. But what she is doing, she is dropping the link to our guest right now. The special, the Miss Educated Natural. Hold on, just 1 second before we even get. I was trying to segue right over there to you. Say hold on 1 second to how you doing, Rod Beach? What's up, Rod, baby? Appreciate you coming in here rocking with us. We got a special going on. Okay, hey, Biz, the best unit. What's going on? Where's that thing go? It's all the way down here. God, we got so many. Man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you, boy. Hey. Late night crab. Here we go. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to get down there. I don't want to skip and miss nobody. You know what I'm saying? Say, appreciate you, best unit. That's my dog. Y'all know what time it is. Hold up. She's a lady. You know what I'm saying? She's a lady. Oh my God. Thank you. We done had so much fun. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing. Golly, hold on. They do it so fast and they come in. Let me make sure. Oh God. Say what's up to my boy. Hey, what's up, Juan, baby? What's going on? God, man, I appreciate y'all, man. That's why everybody comes. Look at all these big names. See, I'm just a nobody. I appreciate y'all coming helping my polar channel out. You know, we doing bad over here. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
How you doing, Mr. Cole, Miss Bar? Oh, late night crap. How you doing? So let's get straight to the point. Who is this? Please let everybody know who is this special guest that we have on tonight. Please, young lady. Please, you're making me beg like James over here, girl. Please. No, let me start, girl. Educated natural girl, please tell everybody who you are for those who don't know, because you know I know you a crowd favorite. I know everybody loves you.
You said special guest. I started turning around like somebody else in here. It's just me. It's just me. I mean, it's just me. I'm just Kim. That's all. You know, nothing special over here. You know, just somebody that loves herself some Jesus and God and. You know, and his people, and you know, just trying to do what he's created me to do. You know, nothing special over here. You know, that's it. You know, I'm a woman that loves to craft. Like, you know, most of the people that's in the crowd tonight, I love to create. I'm a creative entrepreneur. You know, sometimes I have to be the opposite of the best unit. Best unit be doing all kinds of like her mind, man, and my mind can go like that. Somebody have to grab that good idea fairy and say, "Hold on." Sit down somewhere, because whoo, boy, I tell you, she's like the Energizer Bunny. I love me some uni, but man.
Look, man, everybody, uni, love the best uni. Say, I be happy to say, I'm part of the best uni crew. I'm part of the uni crew.
Exactly. You know, nothing special, big boy. I'm just Kim, just doing what God has created me to do. That's it.
Hey, you know what? And you know, one thing I can say, I have to give you your props because you definitely go outside the box and you use your channel to definitely spread the word that, you know what I'm saying, most people, they they don't touch on those subjects. But we definitely gonna get into that a little later. First of all, we gotta know, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Where my I gotta make sure I gotta pay the bills, take care of my sponsor. You know what I'm saying? This question right here is brought to you by the best uni in the best uni resin. Make sure you go up there and snatch up one of them bottles, get you some of them. Say the quickest, the fattest, and the hardest resin there is. Y'all know what it is. Best uni in the best uni resin. So first question coming out the door. Bing, boom, boom. Cricket. Cameo. Yeah, we coming straight out the box with it.
I gotta keep it 100. Cameo all day long. I've never had a cricket, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
When I first started out, big boy,
yes, man.
I went to Michael's. And all in Michael's, y'all know if you ever been to Michael's, you see cricket from the floor down. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get this heat press, right? And I was gonna get the cricket heat press because I was like, it's small, has a small footprint, don't have a lot of space. I got the big boy, the biggest one. Because go big or go home. So I got the biggest one.
That's right.
Right? Brought it home, open it up. Inside the box of that heat press, they give you that sample packet. Okay. With the little green C with the cricket symbol, their icon.
Oh yeah.
In a bag. So I was like, yeah, this is great. I plugged that heat press in, let it get the temp, press that letter on that bag, lifted up that heat press, and the letter came with it. I said, wait a minute. I'm sure this is not how this is supposed to go. So I read the directions again. Maybe I messed up. Could have been user error.
Yeah.
I tried it again. Set it on there. I'm like really put my weight on it. Thinking, man, half of it stuck this time. I'm like, no, this ain't gonna cut it.
No.
So then I went and I had another sample. Somebody else had did a print and cut. And I was like, oh, I got this piece. Let me try this. So I got a t-shirt. Laid it on the t-shirt. Pressed it down. It stuck. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
But after I washed it, it came off. I said, no.
Oh, no.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
So then somebody said, well, maybe it's your temperature. Maybe the temperature is off in the one that you got. Sometimes you get a bad one. I said, okay. So I went and bought a temperature gun. I put it on 400. I tested. It said 360. I said, huh? What? I wrapped that baby up. I took it back to Michael's. I got online and went to Heat Press Nation and got me a heat press.
You went and got you a done one, huh?
I said, I'm done with cricket.
Oh no.
That's my story, man. They look pretty. That was it. They look pretty. I love the look of the crickets. But no. So I hit Silhouette, and Miss Silhouette's been rocking, no issues, except for the same issue that the baby's booty had the other day with the Bluetooth.
What happened?
Well, when you try to, you set your Bluetooth up, but sometimes when you go to print Bluetooth, it don't always print. And so sometimes you have to go and get the main cord and plug it up that way, and then it'll start printing. Then I have to disconnect it and then the Bluetooth will work. But I've only had that a couple of times in the almost 2 years I've had it. So, but now she purrs like a kitten.
But,
I mean,
but you know what? That ain't
loud.
bad though. 2 times, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I'm gonna say that that ain't bad because you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing really just perfect. You know what I mean?
Right. No.
So that ain't bad. So girl, hold on. Let me get started. I see these ladies.
Boy,
Hold on, girl. They in there. Hold on. They want to see the big boy. Hold on. They want to see the big boy. Okay, hold up, you know what I'm saying. So y'all, okay, hold on. You know what I'm saying. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. Hey, Miss Judy. Thank you, Miss Judy. I gotta do it like a lady. So let me give a shout out to McQuack. And if y'all want to get y'all own bell, y'all make sure y'all go out. Oh Lord, hold up, oh Lord, hold up, okay, I see how y'all want to act. That to this creations. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it because she does it like a lady. Y'all gonna make the big boy break it down up in here. Thank you, Miss Unit.
They're making it rain.
Girl, they is not playing up in here.
Not playing.
Boom! Best Uni again. Thank you, girl. You
She's
know
it now.
Y'all. All right, Best Uni over here making it rain, girl. You gonna make me start taking? No, let me quit. Oh Lord, there she go again. I'm sorry. Best Uni again. I had to scroll all the way down through the comments. Hey, let's go, girl. Thank you. Hey. McQuacken ain't gonna be able to do. He ain't gonna be able to do no sleeping tonight.
Need some backup.
And then there's hold on. Dang, there she go again. Thank you, Best.
He set the stage.
Hold on, cause she's a lady.
She setting the stage.
Thank y'all, man. We sure appreciate y'all, man. We sure appreciate y'all so much. All the love and the support, man. You know, we just gonna throw that right back in the show, man. All the love and the support, Absolutely. Man. Thank y'all. Y'all just don't know, man. Y'all make me so happy. And I think the guests, they really love it. They just, you know, it's just so fun. So I'm sorry. So, but then like you said, like with that cricket, so you, like I say, hold on, scared like I said about the silhouette. So let me ask you a question. Do you design in silhouette?
I do. I design in silhouette. I have the business edition. I got probably one of the best deals on a silhouette during this time of year.
Okay.
They had a bundle.
Uh-huh.
And inside the bundle, you got the black silhouette. That's when it first came out. You received the it was a screen print kit. You received that, and you received, it was something else in that box. Oh yeah, you received credit in the silhouette store.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, look, and I think it was like $200 and the business edition.
Oh man.
And I jumped on that quick.
Right.
Exactly.
So you got all that for how much?
Like $200. It was a special.
Man, good Lord. Girl, you won.
And I was like, I haven't looked back.
Yeah, I think I paid like $300 for all that, you know, just everything oh my God. You know what? Let me tell you something. You know, I love my cricket. You know what I'm saying? I even like the silhouette. But you know what? I had problems going to them vinyl stores. Y'all have like a vinyl store down there and they got like everything times 12?
We do.
Ooh. How do you go in there and get out and not be broke?
It's not easy.
That was always my problem.
It's not easy.
They used to call me $200 because they know every week I'm finna come in there and spend about $200. Hey, I ain't made nothing but about $43 off shirts that week. You know what I'm saying?
You still in there just spending.
I be talking one day we gonna make it.
That's it. This is all gonna be worth it.
So now you designing silhouette now? You still designing silhouette?
I do. I design in silhouette and I design in the affinity packages. You know, you got affinity photo and all of them. I design in all of those as well. Those are like my top things. I don't have Photoshop. I've never used Photoshop because I'm thrifty. And I like to protect my coins. And since Adobe wants to have this monthly payment, I'm like, no. No.
Man. You know what? I gave Photoshop probably about like a couple of months, 2-3 months. And then I was like, man, they ain't got no bootleg version. That's somewhere where I can just like, look, I'm one of them white one-time fee type persons. You know what I'm saying? Can we just drop that one time? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm frugal, girl. I ain't trying to look. I don't even like to tip. You know what I'm saying? People tip. Look both ways when you go across the street. You know what I'm saying? That'll take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? So let me stop, girl. Let me stop. Let me quit it, girl. You know I'm shy. So what would you say would be, you know what I'm saying, the benefits from that you think the benefits is to, you know, using silhouette versus the Cricut? Software included. Have you ever
I've never used Cricut software.
Wow.
Never used it. So I can't even give a fair assessment. I can only go by what I've seen, you know, online, on YouTube, especially with, you know, so many Cricut users. I can only go by that. I do love what I see, like the ease of it. When I think of Cricut and I think of silhouette, I kind of would put Cricut in the same lane as the iPhone. Everybody loves the iPhone because it's easy. But then the silhouette is like Android. We got a whole lot of stuff we can do. We can customize, do all kinds of things that you can't do on the other side. So that's kind of how I look at it. And so, I mean, it is simple. It looks a lot easier. There's certain things y'all can do in the Cricut that we can't do in the silhouette and vice versa. But I love my silhouette. And then one of the main reasons why I love my silhouette because it's black. Is she pretty? You know, she's pretty. I love that black.
I bet she's nice and sleek looking.
She is.
Yeah. I ain't never seen no black one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video so you can see it's black. And there's a cameo on the front of it, you know, it glows. So it's pretty.
Girl, that's like a rare addition. You know what I'm saying?
I think Baby Booty may have that red one. If I saw that red one, I would have got, because red's my favorite color. So I would have got the red one because I love red.
I ain't never seen
black one.
I ain't never seen the red one. So, you know, my first one I ever got, you just guess what color mine was.
That mint green?
No, pink. Yeah, baby was with me. Oh, it's so pretty. Baby, I want that one. Hold up, y'all. Let me make sure she sleep right quick. Because she out there, man, y'all. She out, you know what I'm saying? It's so pretty. I'm like, a self-respecting man, go have old pink Cricut. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make videos with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They be like, nigga, he over there with that old pink Cricut. Man, come on, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You got a sport that you can be like, yeah, I'm a real man. I got a pink one.
Yeah. I had to, you know, then you know, if you go to that real man wear pink, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
You gotta flip it. You gotta flip it.
Oh. So, how long have you been crafting?
Almost 2.5 years on this side, but my grandmother was teaching me crochet ever since I was a little girl. And my grandmother was a serious crafter. She was a seamstress as well as a hairdresser and a great cook. And my grandmother was one of the few people I have ever seen that would go in a store, see a pair of anything. It could be clothes, it could be curtains. She would say, this is ugly. But she would buy it, take it home, and redesign it completely.
Oh, wow.
And I would be like, how in the world? Like, my grandmother, when I was younger, I was on the church choir. And so we would, like, during our anniversary times, we would need, like, matching colors.
Uh-huh.
And my grandmother would say, my cousin, which was the choir director, would always pick these outfits for us. And my grandmother was like, I'm not paying for that. I can make that.
Exactly.
And so my cousins and them would go and they would buy theirs, and she would go and she would say, "Let me see that skirt. Let me see that top." And she would take those clothes home, go to the fabric store, buy the fabric, and make mine. And everybody would be mad because sometimes my stuff would look better than theirs. It would be the same color, but my grandmother would flip it, and I would be like, "Just buy it," But she knows she would make it.
Hey, that's that is like now that I that I'm now that I've learned how to craft. It's like, man, come on, man. Are you serious, bro? I can put that together, put a little something on it. You have everybody like, hey, how you get that? You know what I'm saying? Can you give me one? You know? So, what was that like, growing up and grandma would just put it together? You know what I'm saying? But did they like it? Like when you went to school, did they like it, or was it like, hold up, something like that?
I wouldn't let her do my school clothes.
Okay.
Because being a child raised in the projects before I moved in with my grandmother, the projects had its own set of rules. If you wear the wrong thing, you're gonna get clowned anyway. And I was so afraid that if my grandmother would just try to make something, I would get to school and I would end up getting in a fight because somebody would try to come for me because of what I had on. So I would never let her make my school clothes.
Okay.
So
let me ask you, because so we can get a little background. So where are you from, Miss Educated Natural?
I am from a place called Rockingham, North Carolina.
Okay. North Carolina in the house.
Yes, indeed. Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so you say, so now you say they with the business.
Yes.
They with the business.
Yes. Don't be talking about my little hands. Listen, my family is sleeping, and the rule is Kim, keep it down. So I'm trying. So I was like, because I had a whole show I was gonna put on for y'all.
But
yeah, I was gonna bring it up. Oh, but I can't because they would kick me out. I'll be in the garage. Give me in the garage.
But you gotta tell them like this, girl. We're gonna live on forever in history as the greatest show ever. I'm gonna
tell y'all what you missed. How about that? I give you an inside. How about that? Y'all know I'm churchy, right? And y'all know Big Boy has the bell. I was gonna go get my tambourine.
Oh,
I have a big, pretty red tambourine, and every time he shook his bell, I was gonna hit my tambourine. But if I bring that tambourine in here, I'm gonna be living in the garage.
Oh, can you even fit that out? Can you fit that big old thing on the screen? That would have been. Oh, girl, that would have been.
My husband was like, we in the bed. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pipe down.
Now,
but yeah, we was gonna have some fun up in here.
I'm telling you. Now, excuse my language. Now, if this was Jackass, you ever seen that TV show Jackass where they be putting them pranks on their parents and stuff?
Yes.
Girl, look at you over there crying, girl. You better stop. Because
I'm thinking about what I was gonna do.
Oh no.
And so yeah, all I can do is y'all my little clappy hands. That's all I can do. And they so sad. Clap these things so much on my own show that they just so sad.
Oh, they cute. I like that. Look at then they would. Let me see. Oh,
they
look like.
You got purple.
You know what? 2 hands are better than 3. I mean, 3 hands are better than 2.
I know, right?
I almost messed it up. Hey, you know what?
Little and cute.
Hey, and you ain't got to worry about being put out.
Right. Right. So I'm the only person gonna be here like this. Yay!
Sorry, hold on. And I don't mean no. Hey, I don't mean no offense when I say this either. But I gotta keep it real. Just like you be rooting for them Eagles, huh?
You're lucky. You're lucky. Because I was about to put my big Eagles blanket right behind me and my Eagle jewelry on and come in here like what?
No, ma'am.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm a guest. And the first time you to somebody's house, you be nice. You put on your best behavior.
I appreciate you, Miss Educated Natural. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I
But
appreciate you too. But hold on, big boy. Before you go any further, I always do this. I have to give you your flowers.
what?
I have to. Thank you for the opportunity to be here because you have some amazing people in the chat and that follow your channel. And I'm honored to even be able to be here. So I'll always take the opportunity anytime somebody invites me into their home to say thank you.
Oh.
I thank you for the package. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't did the unboxing yet. As long as I had that thing, I haven't even unboxed it yet. But I want to do it on camera and I will give you more flowers then. But I did want to take the opportunity now and say thank you and wish you the hugest congratulations on the growth of your channel. I think the first time I saw your channel, you was at like 200 and something subscribers. And now to look where you are now, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so, look, I'm giving you your flowers, tipping my hat if I had one, saluting you and saying, great job, man. That's like seeing you where you are now is like letting everybody else that's under that number of subscribers sit there and say, you know, if he can do it, we have to keep pushing. So thank you.
Do it.
We can do it.
We can do it. And you know what? Every day I look at it, I be like, but and I feel like, the best way, the best thing I can do is to share my platform and bring everybody on and bring everybody like, hey, let's go. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, instead of one person being blessed, we can all be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, I can lead them over there. You know what I'm saying? You just got to make them watch. You got to make them stay. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love and all the support and all the great stuff that you do. You bring a lot of awareness to a lot of things that a lot of people are scared to talk about. So, and that's one thing I noticed that I seen that was just like, ding, you know what I'm saying? So right. It was like, yeah, it's time because, man, like a lot of stuff that, man, a lot of your guests on your show, I was like, yeah, man, people need to bring awareness to definitely what's going on. And you know what? And I guess this is where my next section is going, like, and I want to change it up. I always say this because I say, how did COVID affect you? And I like to say, I hate to say this, how did the George Floyd verdict, because that was like right there in the same, and they both changed, you know what I'm saying, the world. Because when that George Floyd happened, it affected the world. It just didn't fix America. A lot of people scared to talk about it, but that awareness needs to be brought onto that. And, I would like to know, how did that change, you know what I'm saying, your how did it change you? Because especially you say around that time that you was just getting into crafting, correct?
Right.
You had just started maybe a couple of months, 6 months.
Right.
So please tell us about all that, girl. All that.
Man, like everyone else, that was a tough time in our history when that man, I don't care what they say, when that man was killed, period, in whatever manner. They could have choose any kind of manner. The way that man lost his life, it affected us all. And I did everything in my power not to watch that video because I was so afraid of how it would impact me. And so to see the hurt in so many people that I know personally, their eyes, and see their videos, people who've never done a video ever, they went on camera crying, upset. Everybody was up in arms. And I was like, I just prayed, I was asking God, I said, where do we go from here? Like, what was the point of that? What was that man trying to prove? Like, you take an oath. What were you trying to prove? Because you broke that oath and literally caused an even further racial divide between the races. Like, what, really? But the one thing I do say is that when George Floyd took his last breath and he left this earth, after all the riots ceased, it gave us as a people the chance to come together, to finally say, you know what? We've spent centuries and generations apart. This is the perfect time. We have the world's attention. This was the perfect time for us to come together and do something phenomenal to change the narrative. And I'm still, even to this day, big boy, I'm still waiting for us to come together. We still have their attention. We just have to work on us as a unit, and all this competition and stepping on each other's necks. We got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because like you said, this world is huge. Opportunities are huge that's there now that wasn't there before, that we have. And if we would just come together collectively, it would change the entire world perspective of us as a people, as us as individuals, and our businesses would grow because we're working together. And it's like you said earlier, I've always said, if I make it to a level, I'm always trying to drag somebody with me, because I'm going to need that support. I'm going to need somebody to say, hey, you know, if something happens to me, you have the secret sauce. I've given you the ingredients to the sauce. But if you're in competition with me and we're bickering and we're fighting, they win.
All day.
All day. So I'm like, let's come together, especially women. I do a lot of talking with women, and I hear their issues. And if you notice on my show, I have a lot of women that come on there from different backgrounds, different types of businesses, because I want people to see, look, here are some positive examples in our community that you may know or may not know about. You know, they're setting the stage. Like, I know all different people, from millionaires. I've had a chance to sit down with millionaires. I went to a conference with millionaires just to sit there and just listen, to see if I can pick up a couple of ingredients so I can tell somebody else about it.
Exactly.
But I'm noticing that we have now a lot of people coming in business that's like, oh, I don't want you to tell me nothing. I'm going to do it my way. Don't tell me nothing. And you're thinking, do I just sit here and on the sidelines and watch you sink or swim? Or do I try to help you? And I can't tell you the number of times I've had my hand slapped back in my face from other people that's in business that I'm trying to help wholeheartedly. Because when I'm with you, I'm with you. And they slap my hand back and I go, okay, hey, it's on you. And then when they fall, they get online or they make a post and say, nobody helped me and I'm struggling. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I, chopped liver? Am I invisible? I tried to help you. I told you there was a cliff over there that you was about to fall off of, but you didn't want to listen to me. You know, I would tell anybody, big boy, don't ignore the gifts that God sends to you because of the package or the way that it's wrapped. That one you're thinking about that's going to help you because they may have 50,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1 million views. That person may not be the one that God is sending to help you. That could be sent by a setup person. Let's just say it like that. And you're following them, waiting for them to hand you a handout, and you're not paying attention to Sarah over here because she only got 2,000. Sarah may have a whole lot of knowledge.
Yep.
You can't stop. We have to, as a people, stop smacking the hands of each other.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you now, if I needed help just trying to get my ideas and trying to try something out, I'm going to Best Uni, because Best Uni has tried a lot of things. I have gone through her channel from video one, just going through like, man, she did that. Man, she did that. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Because I know that she's not afraid to take that risk. She's not afraid to try it. If she don't know, she'll tell you, girl, I don't know, don't listen to me. I don't know, but I'm going to try it. You know, I respect that because she's willing to take that chance. You know, I love when people sit there and say, you know what, Kim, I may not know the answer to that, but since you asked it, let's learn it together. And then when I find out, I'm going to tell you, because that way we both win. Exactly. Because that's how I am. When COVID hit, everything changed for me because I saw an opportunity. And what happened was, I went to the wrong people to help to capitalize on this opportunity. And so you had everybody going, and I'm thinking, but I saw you do this. They didn't want to share. So I'm thinking, okay, I got to figure it out on my own. So I would go and I would be on YouTube University and I would be taking notes. I'm a note taker. I'm taking notes. Okay, this is how you do this. This is how you do this. Nobody ever showed me how to press a shirt. I went on YouTube University. I would ask certain people, hey, how do you do this? Well, you know, you just gonna have to figure it out. You know, it takes a lot of time. I'm like, really? Yeah. Even when I try to do my show, big boy. Nobody helped me do that.
For real?
I would watch people doing YouTube lives. No kidding. Yeah. And there was this one man who was in radio. And I would ask, I saw some equipment behind him. And I said, oh my goodness, I think that's what I need. Let me inbox him. Now we're Facebook friends now. So I inboxed him to ask him, hey, can you show me what is that right there behind you? And he would say, oh, let me inbox you after the show. I said, okay, cool. My bad. I mean to disturb your show. Yeah. After the show, he inboxed me, says, in order for me to answer that question, you're going to have to sign up with me for a coaching call. And that coaching call is $65. Or I can send you over to my homeboy who does the setup and he's going to charge you. I'm like, whoa. I just want to know what the equipment is. That's it. So I went back. I left Facebook. I went to YouTube University. I saw someone else doing a YouTube live. Didn't know who they were. Was not a follower of theirs. I just sent them a simple message under their video, asked him what that was. He immediately replied back to me and told me exactly where it was, told me where he bought it from. How you go from being a Facebook friend of mine, because we have mutual friends that we know, didn't want to answer my questions, but a perfect stranger on YouTube answered my question without hesitation. This is one of the problems I see in our community. We just don't want to help each other. And it's sad. So a lot of us, we end up learning stuff on our own. That's what I'll keep saying her name, Best Uni. I respect that because she always said, I'm going to try it. I never see her really going to ask nobody anything. She never says she asks anybody. She goes to Michael. She goes to wherever she needs to go. She gets the stuff. She tries. If it works, yay. If it don't, she's like, oh, well, I tried it. I'm going to keep doing it until I find something that does work. I love that tenacity in her.
Never give up.
Never give up. She has that never give up spirit. And I admire that because that's what I had to do throughout my entire career. From the military until now, I have to continue to say, you know what? I messed up yesterday or I fell short yesterday. Today, I'm going to do better because I know better and I'm going to do better. But back to your question, during COVID, after I learned the basics, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go to Michael's. I'm going to get some vinyl, the colors that I want, and I'm going to get a shirt right off the shelf at Michael's, and I'm going to make this shirt. And I came up with something clever in my head. I wish I'd have brought the shirt with me. And I wore it to church. This was not a church saying, by the way. But I wore it to Bible study under my jacket. And so my daughter called me out about it because she was so happy. My oldest daughter, so after Bible study was over, we about to walk out of church, and my daughter goes, Mama, your shirt. And I'm like, girl, this is not a shirt. See, I wore the shirt to show it to a particular person in church, not everybody. Yeah. So and I was like, oh, you do? She bust me out.
No.
She bust me out. So I had to open up my jacket.
Everybody
see the shirt. And I'm like, oh God, they're gonna kick me out the church for the shirt. But they loved it because the shirt says hood enough. No, what did it say? Holy enough to hold you up, hood enough to knock you out. And everybody started bust out laughing, was like, oh my God, you're onto something. And of course I had my logo on the sleeve. So after that, I was like, maybe I can do this. So a few days later, I get a phone call from a lady at church. She said, I want you to make me a shirt. And I said, okay, I can try. I'm still new at this. And she says, you can do it. And her shirt was the holy and hood shirt.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's, somebody else's design. And she said, girl, it's on Etsy. And I was like, what is an Etsy? I didn't know what Etsy was. So she said, go Etsy. And so she showed me how to go Etsy. I went on there and got the design, made it a shirt. She wore it to church. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all wearing these non-church shirts to church? But okay. She wore the shirt to church. The pastor and the first lady saw it. They wanted it. Someone else wanted it. I was like, oh my goodness. She said, it looks like to me like you in business making shirts. So COVID started, and after that, I kept getting others. They just kept spreading the word. Like I wasn't really promoting it on social media. They should just start word of mouth, and I kept getting inbox messages. I kept getting stuff on my website being ordered. I was like, okay, I guess I'm in business now.
Hey, mama.
Drop that 755 beat.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't think baby know I'm online. Hold on. Mama. I'm online, baby.
Oh.
She enjoyed herself.
Baby said she gotta drop that 755 beat. You been watching 755, mama?
Well, watch out now.
Y'all don't know. Oh, baby loves 755.
Yeah, she's the bomb.com.
Yeah, when that music come on, baby, get the. But I don't know who don't though. Who don't get the.
I know. Who don't dance to that?
Yeah, we have to make a two-step dance.
I know, right?
Baby said, I'm sorry, educated.
That's fine, baby. She makes us all do the same thing.
Yeah, we all get the gig, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, that is some good music. I'm sorry, educated. Back with what was you saying? So if 755 in the building, she knows.
Yeah, she in the building.
Big boy. Hey, the big boy.
She opened up the bar yet?
Yeah, for real. I know down there somewhere. Yeah, I know she got your boy. She got us a drink. You know what I'm saying? She down there, so hey. But yeah, hey, we in it so much, girl. Even baby just done got just all into it. I'm sorry, educated.
No, that's fine.
You said the word about it got very, you know what I'm saying, popular with making the shirts.
Yeah, because that's how it happened, just word of mouth. Because I was thinking, okay, because of how I even got into the industry in the first place was because someone blessed me and said that God told them that I was supposed to be making shirts. And I was like, me? Shirts? Because prior to Sewn on Purpose, I had another business, which was a marketing company. But I had fallen out of love with marketing because it was just too many things going on in the industry. So I was like, I don't want to do it no more. And so I had the business name and I was doing coaching and I was doing training in multimedia. I was showing people how to do radio shows and how to do live streams and podcasts. So that was where I was focused at. So when she said t-shirts, I was like, huh? T-shirt? And she was like, and so for her to bless me the way that she did financially, she was like, here, take this money, go get whatever you need. I want you to make shirts. And I was like, what? Oh, wow. And she wouldn't take the money back. She wouldn't take it back. I tried to cash out it back to her. She was like, I can't take that back. She said, I know what you're supposed to be doing. I know what God told me to tell you. And so here is my contribution to get you in that direction. So she bought my heat press. Wow. It was her money that bought that heat press. And I'm sitting there looking at the thing like, what am I supposed to do with you?
Wow.
So it was her. So it was her push. It was her, placing the orders and telling everybody about it. And she works for a law firm and she was, telling them about it. And it was just like, whoa, this thing is really moving. And then like this year was totally different, big boy, because I wasn't receiving shirt orders. I did something on a whim. Uh-huh. And I received a shirt order and from a first lady. And while I was doing that shirt order for her and I was packaging it, she had lost her mother. Uh-huh. And I lost my mother too, back in 93. And so that's always a special place for me. And I knew her mother. And I said, I have to do something for her that she's not expecting. And so I had just started sublimation. And I said, you know what? I have these panels. Let me put her mother's picture on this panel in a memorial type way. So I went and created the design and affinity photo, did all of that, put it together, wrapped it up, sent it to her. She called me. She's like, oh my gosh. My sisters and relatives need these. I didn't do it for a sale. I did it because I felt, just so much condolence for her. And Next thing I know, I'm getting sales for those panels out the yin yang. Like everywhere I look, everybody wanted memorial panels. And I had to keep ordering. My supplier kept saying, "Send me some, I need some more. And so I was like, oh my goodness. So that's when I was like, man, everybody loves sublimation. So then I did it again. She lost another family member. So she wanted more panels for both of them. So I did a whole new design, put both of them on it for memorial panels. So then this time I included a mug with her and her husband on it.
Wow.
For their church logo. I did the whole design for that. Just sent it as a thank you gift. I sent them a sublimation mug. Next thing I know, mug orders, not just from them, but from other people. Mug orders. So I'm like, t-shirts for me stopped.
Yeah.
It was like those panels and mugs. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So then it made me as a businesswoman have to step back and say, okay, Kim, you first started this business, you wanted to do t-shirts, but I'm quickly learning that when you do custom anything, you have to be on your toes.
Yeah.
And you also have to be smart about what you offer. Because I started to say, okay, well, I'm gonna offer this and I'm gonna offer that. And my website was looking crazy. And I'm like, and then I realized nobody was ordering, nobody wanted this and nobody wanted that. They wanted these particular things. So I started to just scale down. I say, okay, well, if this is what's selling, it's making sense to me. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. These things aren't making money. This is where it's at. And so it made me realize this is why a lot of people do one or two things in their business. Some people just offer mugs. Some people just offer tumblers. And I'm like, that's why they only offer tumblers, or that's why they only offer t-shirts, because that's what their target audience is craving.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, why am I going to have all this extra stuff in my home taking up space when it's not making me any money? So what I started to do is pay it forward to another business owner. I had a couple of people that had entered into the t-shirt industry, and I asked them, I inboxed them on Facebook. I said, hey, you need some vinyl? And she was like, yes. I packed up some extra vinyl that I had, sent it to her. I said, welcome to the industry.
Huh. Thank you.
That's just how I am. If I have something and I don't need it, I think you can really profit from it, I pay it forward. Because it's not making me any money sitting here on my shelf.
You ain't lying.
So gift it.
Huh. For real.
So I gifted it to him, and I said, hey, I kept what I needed. If I had some extra, if I had some scraps, here you go. What's your address? There you go.
Send it right on to you. Girl, I was so happy when I got rid of mine. I was like, baby was still trying to hang on to that cricket. I was like, gotta get it on. No, let me stop before they cut
me. No. I got some on hand now, just in case.
We got some vinyl people up in here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, we ain't got no way to cut it. We ain't got no way to cut it. It's all gone. Finito. Finale.
It's like I'm out.
We is done. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do love, one thing I do have a soft spot for vinyl is that glow in the dark. I love glow in the dark. When you sublimate on it, it is just so just like, you know what I'm saying? Then they came out with those glow in the dark tumblers. I was like, okay, y'all better stop it. Y'all playing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
but did you know I've never done a tumbler?
What? Man, you know what?
I've always, I don't know. It seems like I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up because I'm like, I don't want to mess it up.
Girl, you gotta, you know what? You gotta. I thought I sent you some tumblers.
Wait, that's what's in that box. See, no,
yeah.
I didn't know what was in the box. You just told me what's in the box.
You know what? You know what? Matter of fact, it's crazy because hold up. I had those tumblers I sent you when I was on Guess Who show.
Ah, Marcella's way.
Yeah, we gotta represent for the homie Marcella.
That's my girl.
You know what I'm saying? The homie Marcella, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, girl, you got Yeah, that's what you got in those boxes. You got just some tumblers.
Like set the world. Oh man, I can't wait. Because I was like, I see so many people do tumblers. I'm like, I want to do a tumbler, but I'm scared. I want to do it, but I'm scared.
It is so fun. I love them tumblers. You know what? When I first got into sublimation. When I first got into sublimation and I worked hard that day or called myself working hard, that's why I used to treat myself and hold on. I used to treat myself and make a tumbler. That's how I used to. Yeah, because tumblers, they turn out so nice. They
do.
Yeah, girl, they be so, they say, they're so pretty.
Yes, they are. They are. I'm like, man, some people do some amazing tumblers. Like, I love doing mugs. And of course, my panel. So I love doing mugs. But I was like, I want to try a tumbler. But then I'm like, oh, I just wanted to turn out right.
Oh, exactly. So let me ask you a question. When you do, like, you love your mugs, how do you do your mugs? What is your process? Are you, is it oven? Is it wrap tape? Is it mug press?
No mug press. I used the convection oven, and me learning how to do mugs was a whole story. The whole journey.
Talk to us, girl. We ain't got number time. Talk to us.
Well, I was following the gurus on YouTube. And so when I first, received my first set of mugs, everybody was like, okay, you wrap your design like this and you use your tape like this. So I'm following certain people step by step. Okay, you put the tape like this. Okay, so I had all this tape on this mug. So then they was, okay, get some more paper and you wrap it around again. I'm like, okay, I'm wrapping some more paper around there. So they was like, just put it in the convection oven. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, simple enough. So I'll put it in the convection oven. The time they said, the temperature they said. I would pull that mug out of there. I would unwrap it. It would have half on, half off, faded. I was like, oh no, what did I do? So then I would watch somebody else. They would say, oh no, you do the paper like this, and then you go and get some shrink wrap. So then I went and bought shrink wrap. So I'm in there with my heat gun. I'm shrink wrapping the stuff on there. I'm putting the stuff back in the oven. I'm going through the whole process, take the mug out, still trash. And then the shrink wrap would stick to the mug. I was just like, this is not working out. I'm done with mugs. So I was like at the brink of just saying I'm not doing mugs anymore. And just about a month ago, I ran across someone's video. They had those little green mug things, the sealers, the thing you put around the mug. Yeah, those things.
The clip.
Yes, the clip things. So I was like, this is it. This don't work. I'm done with mugs. Because I had messed up so many mugs before. I can't even tell you. I messed up a lot of mugs. And so I went and I got those green things, those band things, put it on there and said, put it in the oven. I was like, God, it's in your hands now. I'm just sick of this. It came out perfect. I was like, wait a minute. I done bought all this tape, all this shrink wrap, and all I needed was this. If you're having trouble with mugs, that green, whatever that thing is, that green band that you snap together, perfect. My mugs come out perfect.
So hold on, I got a backstory. So like, I sell cups. I got cups.
Right.
I don't really sell them. I do sell them myself. Whatever. But I got blessed from one of my sponsors. I got a mug press, and I had just ordered one of those things you was telling me about for like $20. Now, since I've been so busy with DTF, I have never, ever used it. I've never used the shrink thing. I have never even used them. I don't even know if the mug press works. Tell me if that ain't sad.
Oh, I'm coming to Texas.
But okay, so I'm like, but hold on. So I'm ready to, go ahead and sublimate. I got everything built up the nerves. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a video, and then I look around. I done converted all the sublimation printers into So I've been trying to get JD down here for a month. I say, fam, can you give me a couple of prints? I got a mug press. I don't even know if it works. I don't even, and JD, he got about 50 cups over there. He ain't even, we were talking, they were like, man, we got all these cups. I bet they make good Christmas gifts.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I cannot with y'all.
So we like, yeah, we really want to, we definitely got to get, you know what I'm saying? Man, we got to get those things working, but yeah, we got to get us some sublimation. It's crazy because I had about 40 sublimation printers. Oh yeah, gracious. Now I got about 40 DTL printers. This is like, girl, be crazy, yo. It be crazy. Let's take a few minutes. Give a shout out. Hold on.
Money.
Where we at? Come on, where we at? Give a shout out to Avery Hard. Thank you so much for the donation to the
Avery.
Thank you so much. Avery. We appreciate all the love, all the support. And like baby say, we think, we appreciate it. It's gonna go to the you know what I'm saying, the big boy Christmas fund, because baby say big boy spent up all the Christmas money, so the kids ain't got no money for Christmas. So you know what I'm saying. I told her, look her, I'm gonna get that back. You know what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna sell me some ink, and she was like, we ain't sell no ink and like, no, let me stop y'all because I go
get in trouble.
Yeah. You know what? Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Are you the money spender in the family? Because
here's my truth, y'all.
Uh-oh.
And I'm probably gonna make every female on here mad. Every time I say that, somebody gets mad at me.
Uh-oh.
I don't like to spend money.
What? Oh yeah, because you said you were frugal. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thrifty.
Thrifty.
I don't, and I get in so much trouble from my husband because there have been times when my loving husband has put money, and I'm talking about major dollars, in my hand and said, "Go, go shopping," and I'll be like, "No, I think I can. Don't we have an investment?"
No, ma'am.
He's like, Kim. Like him and my best friend get on me all the time because I don't like going shopping. I will go to the store with a group of girlfriends. We'll go to the mall. They'll be shopping till they drop. I walk around with nothing in my hand but my purse. And they'll be like, Kim, we're here to shop. I know you need clothes. I'm like, yeah, I do. They go buy some clothes. But it's my grandmother's fault, y'all, for real. My grandmother was a shopper.
Yep.
Whew, when I tell you that woman would spend hours, we would go from store to store. She would try on this, she would try on this, just for us by the end of the day, circle back around to the first store and this first dress that she already tried on to go buy that one. And by the end, I'm tired. I'm like, I don't want to. So yeah. It just burnt me out as a kid, just following her around. I was always the one stuck with her because I'm the only girl. So being her only granddaughter, it was like, come on, baby. And she would pick me up from my mom and she would just take me out of these stores. I hated it. And we would get in there and start arguing because I was a tomboy. I have two older brothers. I'm the baby girl, and they treated me like I was another boy. So we would go, and I didn't want no dress. I didn't want the ruffled socks, but everybody wanted to dress me up like a baby doll. I didn't like it. No. So it was always a fight with my grandmother and I when we would go shopping because she was like, oh, this is a pretty dress. I'm like, these are some cool jeans, or this is a cool jacket. I like these sneakers. And she was like, no. It was a fight. And so I just don't like shopping. And my oldest daughter gets on me so bad. She's like, Mama, come on. And she'll go through my closet like, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. And I'm like, leave my stuff alone. She's like, Mama, it's worn. Mama, it's worn. I'm like, I know, but it's comfortable when it's worn. And she's like, Mama. Yeah. And my husband will sit there and be like, Kim, come on, baby, come on. And I'm like, and so I literally go to stores with like the sad face. Some women like, oh yes, I'm like this. And I'm just not a shopper, but I will go with other people. I would say, go on and buy that. I would tell them to buy whatever they want. And when it comes to me, I'm like, I'll buy for my kids. I'll buy for other people. When it comes to me, I'm just like, I just don't want to. Just yes, a couple of days ago, my daughter and I was at the store and shopping for something she needed. And I picked up something. She was like, oh, Mama, that would be nice. And she said, why don't you go to the dressing room and try it on? I'm like, stop right there.
Whoa.
I don't want to go try it on.
Yeah.
So I'm in the store trying to put the
Oh,
I just don't want to go through it. And it drives my husband and my daughter crazy because they're like, look, you don't have an excuse. Go to the store and just buy what you need. Like, how many women can sit there and say they've had their spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, put money in hand and say, go, and they not take the opportunity? That's me. That is my crutch. Shopping, I'm just like my kryptonite. I'm like, ugh. I just ball up. I buckle up. I just don't like clothes shopping, grocery shopping. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
But I love to eat and I love to look good. That's weird, right?
Oh.
That's weird, right?
So you're a foodie?
I love food.
Oh,
I don't look like it, but I love food.
It's always the foodies. You be like, I don't know how you do it. You like, you ain't gained 2 pounds. See over here, if I eat a piece of popcorn, I gain 20. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not there. Oh, let me. I'm over here throwing stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here breaking stuff. I ain't looking all crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's me. I've eaten grown men under the table.
No, ma'am, stop it.
Yes.
Oh no,
Yes. I have won bets when I was younger with boys way older than me. We would go to places. They was like, "You're not gonna eat all of that," and I'm like, "Want to bet?"
No.
Money on the table. And they were like, because like hot dogs were my favorite thing to eat. I know it's weird. That was my thing. And so where I'm from, there was a restaurant that sold foot-long hot dogs. And if you've ever had a foot-long, most people will eat just one and be like, "Child, I'm done."
Yeah.
I would eat 2 foot-long hot dogs and an order of fries. Without a problem. Say again?
The extra long cheese coming from Sonic?
Yes.
Man. So I remember back then you used to have that buy one, get one free. Ooh. God. We both had to go back on that one. Oh, that buy one. Like, I still look at the mail, look for that coupon. Like, they ain't got it no more. It used to be there for years, though. You know what I'm saying? They make the best Teez corner. I'm sorry.
Love them.
God, so love them. You put them away, huh?
I would put them away and just walk away from the table with their money in my pocket. Like, I would go to Philly. Like, my uncle and my aunt used to live in Philly. And I would go to Philadelphia. And I would go to Philly and get those cheesesteaks, devour them. And my cousins would be looking at me like, "What is wrong with you? You're the smallest thing in there." And would just eat us under the table like that. So we can't even believe it. And when I was dating, when I was younger and I was dating, I would tell the guy, I said, "Look, we're going out to eat. That's cool. But let me warn you, I'm not a salad girl. I love a salad. Yeah. I love salad. But that's not all I'm going to eat."
Yeah, that's just
if you're taking me out on a date, I'm telling you now, and you paying, you're going to pay. I like to eat. I'm just warning you before we even go anywhere.
Wow, so he already knew he had to get his coins together.
Exactly. Like, look, save the money on the flowers and the candy. I like to eat. Where we going to eat?
She was like, hold up. I don't need the flowers and so you get in there and get the exercise and this stuff.
Right.
Like, what's going on? He say, shoot, we finna eat. Yeah.
We gonna eat? Okay.
You know what? You ever seen white chicks?
Yes.
Tell me it ain't like white chicks. When a boy took on a date and she had one ragged lamb, she had food everywhere. She had ice cream and I'm like, oh Lord.
Yes. I love to eat. But since I've gotten older, I gotta pipe that down.
Yeah.
Because the pounds don't go away like they used to. I'm like, wait a minute.
Lord, girl, you ain't gotta say nothing but a word.
I'm like, my jeans will tell me real quick, back away. I don't need to step on the scale. Back away. My jeans have told me because I'm not going above this jean size. That's it.
Gonna be out there, be out there speed walking.
Right.
I want a salad with nothing but lettuce and carrots, please. Thank you.
No dressing. Hold the dressing.
No dressing. So, educate. Now, what would you say would be your favorite craft? What's your favorite thing to do? Your favorite thing to make?
I would have to say my favorite craft, would probably be mugs.
That's right, the mugs. Yes.
It would have to be mugs. Outside of, t-shirts would be number 2 for me. But I love doing the mugs, especially now that I've learned how to do them. But I love doing mugs because the level of creativity. That's why I want to do a tumbler, because it's more space and you can really, and you don't have to worry about the handle of it on the tumbler. Mm-hmm. So you can do a complete wrap design. I love that idea of the tumbler. But I really love doing mugs.
Okay. Yeah, those, like I said, I love those mugs. Those mugs are nice, quick, fast, and easy money. That's why I like them, boy. You get some money. I'll give a shout out to my boy 12, man. 12 Golden Pearl.
What's up, 12?
Yeah, 12. Y'all make sure y'all go over there holler at the squad, man. Saturday. They come on 9 o'clock Central over there. Squad. Creatives Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go. They do great, dope interviews.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go over there and check out, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Check out your people, man. We don't support each other, you know what I'm saying? Hey, well, nobody will, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, hey, thank 12 again for coming in, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go over there Saturday, 9 o'clock Central. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. How you doing, Miss Marissa? Appreciate you coming in. Tampa, how you doing? 755 in the house. Thank you so much. Appreciate 755. Mr. Nicole Reeves. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. Late night crafting, always, man. Late night, man. That's my girl. That's my rock. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you say your greatest success would have to be those customers. You say when you got into it, the customers they just started coming out of nowhere. So what all do you do besides vinyl and sublimation?
Those are my top 2 things, vinyl and sublimation. That's just kind of where my money just kind of landed at. I would love to get into other things, but right now that's kind of where it is. Like next year, that's why watching so many crafters, for instance, the Baby's Booty and making it with Marilyn and Best Uni and Craftable Things Patrice, they've all opened my eyes to rhinestones. And I was sharing in the chat one day, I lost money because of rhinestones because I didn't do them.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a author come to me and she had a book that had like 20 something authors in it. And she wanted t-shirts for all of them, plus some for her event. And I said, I don't do rhinestones. And she was like, but Kim, you do shirts. I'm like, yeah, I do vinyl. I do sublimation. Never did rhinestone. And she said, because she was really into bling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just lost so much money because I don't do rhinestones. And I said, you know what? Next year, we're not going to have that problem.
Yeah.
We're going to add that because it's really popping right now.
It is.
So I was like, yo.
Really, you know what? And I didn't know it, but rhinestone been around since like we was in high school. Remember when they first put them on the back of the jeans?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to like just do go all the way back, and you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is definitely dope. Let me drop a plug right quick. I'm sorry, educated. The Baby's Booty. She does have rhinestone classes. I think she has it set up. I think it was just like $68, and she send you a package out. So I gotta look out for
yes.
So we gotta plug each other up.
Absolutely.
So like I say, if anybody interested, because I was just telling Baby about it, because I was like, hey, she said she liked those rhinestones. She was definitely interested. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can get old Eve to this whole class going on, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that bling is definitely hot, especially down here. It's crazy. I mean, they got the bling top and bottoms.
Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, they going crazy, y'all. They going crazy with it down real.
I cried after I realized how much money. When I started adding up the coins and the shirts and the numbers, I was like, money on the table. Somebody got my money. Because she went to someone else to do the shirts, and I was like, I could have did them better than that. Oh, my money.
You sound like me. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing or how to do it, man. I could have did better than
I know, right? I could have did it better than that. Never did it.
Look,
I can do that.
Did you see that girl? She just threw it on there. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
We just, I be like, I'm telling you, but like, I love that blade. Boy, man, you know, mine, I got one blade that I got from what's my boy name? Excellent Dreamers. Girl, I'm just waiting for that one special Saturday night when we go out with baby.
Show.
Oh, did you see the Muhammad Ali one? Oh God, that's gonna be one of those Sunday's best. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, it's amazing. That's amazing. His work is amazing.
Yes, that man, and what he's doing with sublimation is really, really. I like seeing it with sublimation. I want to see it with the DTF. I think Miss Eve did it with the DTF. Let some of these crafters, let their mind just
amazing.
Anything is possible.
Yes.
Anything. Mm-hmm. So
that's
I'm just like
anything's possible.
Yeah, man, you just got, that's one thing I love about us crafters, because if you are truly a crafter, and this is where I'm kind of weak at, is that us crafters, we think outside the box, because we can do what everybody else is doing, but in our industry, we think outside the box. That's how we get paid.
That's it.
Yes, man. I'm sorry, girl. Nobody want to hear me talk. I'm sorry.
No, I do. I love to hear you talk, because it helps me think, because I've been doing media for so long, so it's so interesting to sit on this side to be able to not have to think about the questions, just roll with it. So this is so much easier for me, because in your seat is a lot of work.
Girl, it's like, and it's just, what? And I tell people, a lot of people don't understand. I do literally only thing I might do is, I think the only thing I do on the day that I have the show is go to the post office, because just trying to do anything else is just so hard, because I like to give so much time and attention to my show, and then I'm lazy and I gotta have that nap. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have 3-4 hours.
I could have a nap.
When you wake up at 12, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to get that nap in before now. It's a tight little window, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
So let me ask you, what is the average day in the life like with the educated natural?
You don't want to know. Okay, first of all, I'm married to an active duty U.S. Army soldier. That in itself.
Wow. Well, first of all, we want to say congratulations. I appreciate both of y'all for y'all service.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome. I'm so happy that I was able to serve. I'm so happy to say I'm still serving, just on a different side. My husband is still serving this country. Next month will be his beginning of his 27th year.
Wow.
So we're almost there.
Ooh. Going 30?
Going 30.
Ooh.
Almost there.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, wow, to know that I met him so many years ago. Next year will mark our 25th wedding anniversary. So we have been together a long time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So a lot of my time, living on the installation is either, in the Facebook group of the post, meeting different people, seeing there are a lot of people. This is another thing that makes it hard to grow here on this post. There's a lot of military spouses that craft.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of t-shirt makers. There's several embroiderers. There's all kind of people here that do different types of craft. And I know it not only because of the group, but if you walk around in my neighborhood, you can see all the crafts outside their house. I have never seen so many welcome signs outside of everybody's big those long wood welcome. I'm like, good gracious, everybody got a sign with those? And so, just different crafts, you can tell. I'm like, there's a crafter that lives there. There's a crafter that lives there. But in a day in my life entails I homeschool my daughter, my youngest daughter.
Okay.
So we're in the 8th grade. So we are doing that this year. And whoo, y'all, we just entered algebra. I'm like, pray for your sister. My oldest daughter is in college. She'll graduate this upcoming spring with an engineering degree.
Congratulations,
So,
say, tell her, I ain't trying to be, I don't really know it, but maybe about a couple of years, I can borrow $20. Because she can't tell me she ain't got it. She can't tell me she ain't got $20. You engineer. I know better. I ain't asking for it. I just asked for 20.
You think I'm tight? She's tight.
Oh, no.
I'm her mama and be like, yo, can the month? She be like, you got money? I'm like, yeah, but I want to spend yours.
Yeah, like you did when you wanted them Jordans and all that stuff when you was younger. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wow.
So I have that going on. Of course, you have the business side. So now that we're in December, and for me, December is a time not only to make sure I got all my books together and everything like that. I reflect over the whole year, see what I did right, see what I did wrong, see what I'm going to change, what I'm going to offer in the upcoming year. So that's kind of where business-wise I am, just doing the final wrap-up of this year, getting everything together for next year, taxes and all that stuff. Designs. I've been just trying to come up, like you said, outside of the box with different designs. What am I going to offer? What am I no longer going to offer? Just like my YouTube channel, when I took down all those videos, I went through my website. I took a lot of the designs down. Those are in the archives now. So we're coming up with a whole new website and a store. And, so we have those things going on. Don't even get me started on the family stuff. So, my life is just a lot of different, especially this time of that fourth quarter for me is a time where I do what the baby's booty say, the get challenge, getting myself together, getting myself together. I'm kind of in that, okay, Kim, playtime is over. It's time to knuckle down. New year. What are we doing? Which direction are we going? Did the target audience, are you still keeping the same target audience? Are you changing? Are you expanding? Are you decreasing this? So we're doing all that business planning stuff, making sure the business plan is together. Looking at the inventory, seeing if we're going to reorder something or just let it go. So it's just, the business side of everything that I do. It's just, I'm just trying to narrow it down to make sure that this is the right thing to offer, or if I need to get rid of it. It's like cleaning house. That's what the fourth quarter is for me. And because by the time I hit October, November, December, I know I can see the full picture of the rest of the year and say, okay, this worked, that didn't work. You can't be a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning of the year, I was trying to be a jack of all trades because, like I said, everything was hot, just grabbing stuff. And at the end of the year, I'm like, I didn't even sell not one of these. This didn't do nothing, And then, my husband, who is very orderly, very organized, he's like, all right, hey, it's just getting out of hand over here. You got to clean this up. I'm calling. Hey, you need this? I'm wrapping up and sending it to you. I don't need this. Not making me any money. Send it. So I pretty much have already done what the best unit was doing the other day on her video. I've cleaned house.
Oh man.
So we were calling. Hey Kim, you got this? Nope, all gone. I don't have it anymore.
Oh man,
so that like I gave you this many feet. You need to work it out.
So you know what? Kind of, baby is home, but like she keeps saying that, and my space just keep getting bigger. Let me start.
That was me. I had to move certain things in the garage, and now I started with a small area in the garage. Then I started to go like this, and he's like, "Hold on, you in my gym area. You need to push all that stuff back." I was like,
"But it's just." That's another thing about being a creator is like people don't understand. Like you get in, a lot of people get in the game and be like, I'm gonna make t-shirts, but then you mean you can put vinyl on that and you can sublimate on that,
right?
And you can, you know what I mean, like that too. Like ladies, I bet you can't just put vinyl just on one thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
When I realized I can get permanent vinyl and I could put that on mugs and different things, I was like, oh, this is a whole new avenue. Where's my card at? I was like, oh no, you don't. You got a budget every month.
It's like,
please, baby, but look at this. Isn't it cute? He was like, yeah, it's cute, but you gonna wait till your next budget time. Like,
yeah, I'm like, yeah. That's why I had that. That's why I'm saying I had to find something because I kept going in that vinyl stuff. They just started looking at me. There you go again. There you go again. I bet he ain't sold nothing. Ain't sold nothing. I be over there. Hey, you know what? It be the new vinyl section in the discount section.
Don't even go over there. Just don't even do it to yourself.
You just be like, you mean this whole thing about it? It's just $2? Over there, it's $5. I be trying to tell them, it's $5 over there. It's $2. She be like, what you gonna do with it? Oh no. But it's $2.
I have a clue, but it's on sale.
Then you go over there to the new section with the new one. Ooh, they even put the little shine and stuff up. What you gonna do with it? Oh no. But look, it's pretty.
Exactly. Isn't this pretty?
Yeah.
That's what I had to grab my good idea fairy and say, hold on, sister, just sit down. Had to go old school, sit down somewhere. Just say no. It's okay to say no. No is the answer. It's okay. Just walk away.
Man, it was so tough. You know what I had to do? She had to start. We started having a little get together and start talking. I talked to electricity, and then I talked to Brent and Carno, and
Right. Everybody in the room.
Yeah. So could you give the people a little background on your service, what you did, just if you can, what a little bit entail, what you did in the service when you served this great country that we live in.
Sure. I was in a field called I was a chemical operations specialist. Wow. And what that did was, if this country would have ever been under what's known as a chemical attack, and that's like from different nerve agents and chemicals that would kill us all instantly.
Wow.
It was our job to go in and, first of all, try to prevent that. And also we would go in and what we call decontaminate the area and the people or whatever had this stuff on it. And try to clean the area and try to go through and do different tests to see what was infected, what was impacted, what the radius was, all those different things. So we kind of did that. We were the people in the army that everybody hated to see.
Yeah.
Have you all ever seen, like during the riots, you saw what they would call like those canisters or tear gas? We were the people that were trained to not only walk in that, we would sometimes walk through that without a mask on. Horrible experience. But then we had the mask that you would see, the military wear. That was our main gear. People hated us coming in because we would wait. Sometimes we would have to do training in that. Can you imagine being in Texas, for instance, in 100-degree weather, completely covered in all this gear? Soldiers hated it because it's hot. It's very hot. It's very uncomfortable.
Passed out and all that.
Some people did.
Oh, I already know.
But it was to protect. It's what soldiers used to protect us, so we're able to continue to fight on during the battle. And people just didn't like putting it on because that mask is, for some people, if you're claustrophobic, like some people are, when you put that mask on, it seals to your face. Some people have a hard time breathing. They hyperventilate, they fall out. But we were trained to stay in this mask at all costs because if you take it off, you're dead.
Wow.
So we would train in those type of environments. We would go and sometimes we have to wash. I never forget, I called home one time and I was so mad. I called my grandmother. I said, "Ma, I did not join the army to wash vehicles." Because no kidding, because we would go through simulations, and we would always say play war or play an event, and we would like have these times where somebody would say chemical attack, and they would say like gas, meaning somebody has released a chemical gas in the air, and we have to put on all our gear really fast. You get your gear on, and then you'd have to go and you have to wash everything that had this stuff on it. So man, that would mean all of our vehicles, all of our equipment, everything. So we're out there with these huge trucks, these huge fire hoses, like no kidding, fire hoses. And we're out there spraying everything down. I was like, I did not join the army to wash vehicles. And my grandmother was laughing. I was like, Mom, they got us in all this stuff. It's hot. You sweat. You can't take it off. You're in it for hours. And I was like, I can't believe I chose this field.
Yeah.
Because if you hear the name, you think it's like, oh, man, I'm going to be a scientist, chemical operations specialist. Oh, man, I'm going to be up. No. No. It was a fancy name with just one interesting job.
Yo.
Well, my husband went a lot further in it than I did, because by the time I really started to go into it, I found out I was pregnant with our first child. And so after that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm getting out.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be too good for the baby.
No.
So let me say this. One thing, you got a good job, which that means to tell me one thing, which leads to my next question. You scored very high on your ASVAB, because if you didn't score high on your ASVAB, I think we would have been talking more about infantry.
Listen, I have served with some people in infantry, and I felt so bad for those guys, because I have seen those, we call them grunts. I have seen the men when we all up in there in our cozy little tents. They out there in their little half tents, and it's cold, it's snowing, and they on the ground and they cold. And I'm like, oh my goodness. They be covered in mud. They done drug on the ground. I used to feel so bad for them. I was like, I would not be in that field. Those men and women that's in infantry, they're cut from a different cloth. That's a whole different breed of soldier.
Man.
Whew.
I'd have been like, I want to
real.
I gotta give that pride. Like, you want me to do what? I'd be like, hey, you know what? I learned early in life. I'd be like, hold on, you want me to do what? Say, can you show me how to do first? Can you show me? Because I don't learn by you telling me. I learn by somebody showing. So if you can show me first, then I think I can make it happen. I'd have been gone real quick.
And I love to do certain things. Like when I was in high school, I joined I was in JROTC in high school, and I had the opportunity to go to a place called Fort Jackson in South Carolina. And there they had what's called a Repelling School. And this is typically where they send the people that jump out of the planes, the airborne and air assault people. Mm-hmm. I had the opportunity to go to their repelling course there. When I tell you I had a ball. This is where being a tomboy paid off for me. And being raised with boys where we used to climb trees and jump off of stuff and climb over bridges, this paid off big time for me, because I was one of the only girls that could do all this stuff. I mean, like going up like 100 feet in the air and coming down on a cord behind you, just coming down off the wall. Like, I loved it.
You had a ball.
And everybody was like, what kind of girl is this? I had a ball. Like, I really wanted to jump out of planes. I wanted to. Even now, I want to go skydiving. My husband thinks I'm completely crazy, but I want to go skydiving. That's on my bucket list.
No, man.
I do. I want to be strapped to somebody, and I want to jump out the plane. I don't know. I just do. I guess he said I'm an adrenaline junkie. I want to do that. He said no. Keep you on the ground.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared of heights. I ain't even gonna lie. I let it be known. Right? I can't control what's going on with that ground. I can feel that. I can touch that. I know I'm good. I have a hard time falling right now on them. With my feet in my fall. Sure, what? Oh, no. You know, gravity ain't too kind to us big folks. You know what I'm saying? I want them big folks. You know what I'm saying? That gravity is pretty cruel. He play cruel jokes on us. Him don't play fair. Him don't play fair.
I understand. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I need to get these crazy ideas out of my head because you get to an age now, you fall, you break stuff. It's gonna take a long time for it. You're not 20 no more, you know.
Yeah. But you know what?
I love it. I love stuff.
I tell you though, you know what? This is definitely the time that, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna do it, pray about it. Let me
yes, definitely. Definitely pray about it. Above all, pray about it.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, people say they want like bungee jump.
Come on, 755.
They be like bungee jump and stuff like that. You want me to stick a rubber band to my body and jump off a bridge? Ooh, man, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. Oh, because I wasn't doing that.
So I don't want a bungee jump though, but I do want to skydive. I don't know why. I don't want a bungee jump. I do want to skydive, and I want to do that. Oh goodness, what's that thing called? Where you sit in this little thing and you kind of go like through the forest or something. You go real fast, zip line it.
What? Oh no!
I'm gonna go zip lining.
No ma'am. No. We don't. I don't have no wings. I'm not making no.
I don't either.
Girl, no now, one thing, you know, the first time I ever seen that was in Vegas.
Oh man, don't tell me that. See, I gotta go to Vegas.
Yeah, through the whole strip. You just through the strip. They just zip line.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Through the strip, just the whole line. Just.
That's it. We're going to Vegas. I always wanted to go to Vegas. Haven't been to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas.
Man, that's real. I said, I'm like, oh no. But you know what? It's we're gonna say it is an event, an adrenaline rush that you know what? Let me tell you something. I want to be there. I'm gonna get the adrenaline rush just watching you. I'm gonna be most scared. I'm gonna be like,
I guarantee you, only people that's probably gonna do that in my house is probably me and my oldest daughter. Girl. My husband gonna be like you, like, look, I'm a soldier and I'm not doing that. You go right on the head up there. You by yourself, I'm not doing it.
Oh man.
He probably tell me like I always tell him. I'm like, he probably like, your insurance is paid up, so go ahead, knock yourself out. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, yes, 755. I did get my box. I've just been a little busy. I apologize. I can't wait to open it up. I'm probably going to do an unboxing this Tuesday because I probably got I'm one of those. Here's one of those. I get about 7-8 boxes. I try to get something from like a little something to everybody. And
I know. I got like 3 things to unbox. I haven't even unboxed them yet. They've been sitting here for months. I'm so in trouble.
Yeah, I know it. One time I got in trouble. I was doing an unboxing. I was doing a video. And somebody was like, is that my box? It's been there for about a month and a half. And then I had to go back and watch the video like, dang, I left it in. So, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, yeah, thank y'all so very much. But yeah, I like trying to support, you know what I'm saying, everybody. I think that is, you know what I'm saying, most definitely.
Come on, 755, me and you. You and I.
Ooh, now you know what? I would pay for that one. You just let me know when 755. Let me know when we're gonna go live. It's gonna be a whole spectacle.
It's gonna be me, you, it's gonna be Tampa, it's gonna be Patrice, Baby's Booty, Best Beauty.
And we're gonna see y'all to zip line. It's gonna be a show for the ages.
Everybody, we going in.
I'm gonna be the cameraman because you ain't. We can zip line.
Come on,
but long as my little feet, you know what? You know how they used to have that your first little when you a baby, before you even get the motorcycle with the wheels on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the first one you get before that, you had to use your feet to
Your feet?
Yeah, you put me on a zip line like that, but I'm gonna use my feet to make me zip along. You know what I'm saying?
Off the ground.
Yeah, I can barely put my foot down there to kind of stop it if I need to back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Screw! Like the Flintstones used them original brakes. You know what I'm saying?
No. You gotta be high. You gotta be high. Like I'm the person that wants to go to like those things at the beach where you're on the parachute and they attach you to the boat and you kind of go off the boat like this up in the air.
Lord.
I want to do that too.
Okay, so what happens when you let go and like you trying to swim, you got that big old parachute holding you down?
You can't think about the band. You can never do it.
Oh yeah, see, we learned about contingency plans early in life. Say that what if? What if?
What if gonna keep me on the ground?
There we go. Safe. No. Hey, you know what they gonna say? Safe. Safe.
No. My silly self get up there in the air, be like, I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Oh man, you know what I see. You know one thing I can't see is educated. You're definitely daring and courageous. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one thing I see is you had you know during your show you had a lot of different people on bringing awareness to a lot of different things like postpartum syndrome. You had one say definitely it was a nurse that was in the hospitals in New York during the COVID. Why do you feel it's important to bring awareness to a lot of things that's going on that you can't see? You know what I'm saying, in the media, let people know what's really going on, because you know the government will tell us, well, I'm gonna say some people will tell us some things, and I think it's really important that, you know what I'm saying, we know the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, and before you ever, I want to give you your props because you brought lightness and awareness to something that most people wouldn't. That, you know what I'm saying, some people might get upset, you know, about, but you did that anyway. And at first, I want to commend you and give you your props on that. But why was that so important that you did that? You know,
my grandparents and my mom always taught me that awareness is key. That's why even as a young child, they used to have me reading all the time, because they was like, it was one of, especially my grandmother and my grandfather's era, it was one of the things that was in books, because we didn't read, we didn't know. And so now that we're in this technological age and we're able to do things like this, like live streaming, I think it's important that we don't allow other people to tell our story. I think it's important that we take the opportunity and use these platforms to inform our people from our own voices as to what's really going on, because there's a lot of fear. A lot of people make big money on fear, and a lot of people make big money on confusion. And so I found it important for me to bring those nurses on, and they aren't in New York. I do know some people that are in New York, but they're so busy they just couldn't make the show. But these particular nurses are in another state, and I don't want to say which state they're in because I don't have their permission to say that. So, but they're in another state, and that their experience during that time, and just talking to them, because I know one of them personally, just hearing her story, and she said, Kim, you won't believe the level of misinformation that people come into the hospital with, especially expectant mothers, because that's what they were, NICU nurses. Okay. And they would come in there, and she said she's had patients come in and they would test them and they would be positive and they're fully pregnant.
Wow.
And they would be so fearful as to, okay, I tested positive, what's going to happen to not just me, what's going to happen to my child? So they had to be knowledgeable, and she had to be knowledgeable to be able to calm them down. So I felt it important because we watch a lot of news, we get a lot of stories, some true, some stretched a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's important that I bring the people that's in the fight and say, what's really happening from your eyes, because you're in those hospitals, you're behind those doors, you're with those patients. What's really happening? Because the news people aren't in those working with those patients.
Mm-hmm.
They may do an interview with a doctor here and there, but that doctor, because of where they work, can only say so much, because believe it or not, they're restricted too.
Oh,
They can, if they're not, they know they can only say so much. Excuse me, off camera. I'm sure the news people probably told them you can't say this, this, and this. Maybe even higher up, the government may have said you can't say this, this, and this. So sometimes they're censored. But to be able to get people say, look, ain't nobody censoring me. I'm gonna say what needs to be said because y'all need to know. These are the people I like to bring on my show because I'm like, you're gonna give me the real. What's really going on? Do we really need to be stockpiling right now? Do we really need to be getting this vaccine? Like, what's real? What is this stuff? Because a lot of us aren't medical professionals, so we don't know when these reports come out and say, "Oh, they try to downplay, what's in this thing," and they'll sit there and try to cover it up. Well, you've been getting shot since you were born. True.
Yeah.
But I couldn't speak for myself. Exactly. But now that I can, I have questions. So give me the answers. So that's kind of where it is.
And you know what? That's one thing that I definitely want to say too, that nowadays I am a lot happier now. For so long, it was always shut up, do what we say, we know what's best.
Right.
And now we're in this generation, we're in this era now to where it's like, hold up. The internet is a wonderful thing.
Yes, it is.
Let's Google. You know what I mean?
Let's Google it.
So when a doctor say, "Oh, I don't think," well, Google says that, So I think that is, I definitely like, definitely, what I'm saying, what's going on, and then, definitely what's going on with the internet, and then, with the internet, you're actually able to reach out to people who can give you the real story, and kudos to you for bringing it on your platform so people can know exactly what's going on, because it's not the most popularist thing to do. You know what I'm saying? There are people, there are definitely people who watch it that's like, we don't like this, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I commend you for taking a stand with so many people would.
Thank you, big boy. It started from the very beginning when I had a panel of women that were on the show with me. One of the hardest topics we covered dealt with abortion. And I'm still to this day getting inboxes from people about that show.
Wow.
And it happens that one of my former co-hosts, she had gone through that and she shared her story during that episode. And for her to be so open, because some people, let's just be honest, there are a lot of women that think about it. There are a lot of women that have done it, but they never come out and share about it.
Yeah.
And for those that may find themselves in that situation, they don't know what to expect afterwards or during. And when she shared her story, not only about what happened, but she shared her after, it had us all speechless. Like during that whole episode, it was like, oh my, huh? For her to open up like that, something so personal. And that show stuck with so many people. We didn't know when we did the show. She was like, hey, I want to do this show. We all, kind of came together. We always had our powwows, our mastermind. What we're going to talk about next week? And when she said that, it was kind of like, you sure? And she was like, yeah, I think that'll be a good topic. And we was like, okay, we'll follow your lead. And it kind of, in me, sparked this door. I was like, now that's the kind of conversations we need to have.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have those real life conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Those ugly conversations, those conversations that a lot of people are like, shh, we don't talk about that. No, no, no. If we want to stop these cycles, we need to talk about that.
Amen.
And so that's kind of where this platform that I have now alone and having these particular guests come on, that's where we are. Because the show has changed over the years, and it had to, because the world was changing.
Yeah.
And so when I picked the show back up this season, I was like, okay, what's going on in the world? It would be great to talk of this business person. We can do business all day long on the people in various industries. We can do that all day long.
All day.
What conversations do we as a people, as a gender, what are the conversations we need to have? And that's kind of the mindset that I'm in. Who can really come on the platform and educate us? Because there are some things that are not being said that needs to be said. I'm a mother of 2 girls. There are conversations I have with them that I know some people, their peers, aren't having. So who can I bring on the show that's unapologetically willing to say, you know what? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'm honestly say I had a show. I had a show I wanted to talk about one Saturday, and I guess I kind of chickened out about one of the main reasons why I quit trucking. And went straight into the t-shirt business because sometimes you're just so happy, and it made me kind of forget why I have my platform, but that George Floyd really really woke me up. It really. I think what I'm gonna do maybe a Saturday and just tell my story. Like, I don't know, maybe I did. I don't know, but I don't think I did say it. But company I was working for, even though I was an independent contractor, I still had to do what the follow guidelines and regulations for that company and the people that they associated themselves with. I felt like if you're gonna associate yourself with these people, then I shouldn't work with you because money is not everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Money is not, so yeah, I definitely want to talk about that, but sometimes, like I say, I shouldn't have got, scared. I'm gonna talk about it, but yeah. I was gonna say
I always say you could be saving a life. You could be saving someone from making a bad decision because nobody talks about it, so you don't know, you don't know. Well, but okay, the moment you talk about it, they know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's put it like this. I was an independent contractor. I drove trucks and I chose my loads. You know what I mean?
All right.
And I wanted to do a little quick run, and I picked a load because I'm in Dallas and Oklahoma, just a little, run back that quick money.
I used to live there, so yeah.
So this place in Oklahoma, right there on the border, 35 exit 4, they had a trucking company, and the name of it was the Plantation. So I go up in there, and it's a plantation. With the big house and where the slaves used to live over there, and now of course I don't have to take this load. I can just tell them, look, I ain't doing this. Y'all dealing with the plantation. This is some slavery stuff just to keep this type of stuff around so we don't forget. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I go up in there, and it's just most, he's not gonna say he this, he that, but he wasn't too, and right then I was like, man, why would I work with this company who cares nothing about me? You know what I'm saying? Because they're dealing with these people just because they had this. I mean, the name of it, the Plantation.
Right.
It was over with. It was over. I can't. If you're gonna associate yourself with these people, and me as a black man have to come to this place,
right?
That's just so disrespectful. And this is like the George Floyd time, like
Right. Wrong timing.
Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm up and there. I'm waiting him to get his paperwork done, and he's listening at the wall, and that Nancy this and this. They gotta get him out of there treating Trump like this, and
Oh,
man, look, let me get up out. I couldn't even get up out of there fast enough. You know
I believe
what I'm saying? And it's just, and we don't, and that's the problem. We think just because they finna give us some money, oh, we gonna get some money, Dad. I'm gonna go and do this. You better be lucky they paying me. If they want, man, I don't care nothing about your money, player. You know what I'm saying? I got so much self-respect for myself that I don't even have to work. I don't have to take your money. I don't have to take this company money. I'll go do something totally different, and I might walk, I might crawl for a little while, but at the end of the day, I'm a stepper. I'm gonna be back walking. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
Exactly.
that right there, and I was, trucking, make some good money, especially when you're doing it by the job. So yeah, that hurt for a while. You know what I'm saying? It hurt my whole. Whew. But yeah, I couldn't. Right then and there, I was like, no, I can't do this no more. I can't just,
Right.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, look, I'm 40 years old. All my kids pretty much done graduated. So I don't need all that extra stuff. We good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
if I gotta eat beanie weenies for a little while, we'll just eat beanie weenies. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still eating.
Yeah, we still here. So yes. But you know what? One thing I hate to say, it's sad that one thing I really hate is I definitely appreciate the time that you did definitely serving the country, and then definitely especially your husband and everybody that has what I'm saying. And we still have to live in this world. So, well, not the world, but just how this United States, how it's, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm sure, what I'm talking about, but even over there, you see it, you know what I mean? So, and I hate it, but, I just, one thing I like about this, we sticking together, we working together.
Yes.
We
have
got
to.
people we doing, bringing each other up, people like Educated Natural, bringing awareness, having these shows, bringing people on, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep doing. We got to keep going, because as these numbers go up, the more shows we do, that's gonna be there forever.
That's it.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? It's knowledge, and I want to tell you, thank you. You have great knowledge, and the people that you bring on, letting them bring their knowledge on and teaching us. Amazing.
I always tell people when they come on the show, I'm like, no holds barred. Be you. Tell your story. Whatever your truth is. Tell your unadulterated truth. Put 10 toes on that thing. If that's your story, that's your truth. And I was just having a conversation with someone the other day about how much I respect the truth. If you like something, you like something. If you don't like something, you don't like something. Stand on it and defend your point. I'll tell people, I learned as a child, I can be the nicest, sweetest person in the world. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to want to buy what I offer. They may go to someone else, and that's fine. It's called freedom. You can do that.
Amen.
But it's not going to stop my bag. It's not going to stop me. One bad apple don't stop this show. I am not going to stop. I may stumble. There may be times I may feel like I'm crawling. But what I'm not going to do is stop, because any progression is progression.
Amen.
A little step, day by day, I'm going to get there. But I'm not going to stop until God calls me home. And then that's when everything stops. But no, I take that back, because I have a legacy. I have daughters that I'm raising to have that same level of tenacity. So we're doing this generational building here. And that's why I would tell anybody, it's so important. If you know something that's going to help somebody else, it is okay to freely share that.
Amen.
We can be hurting ourselves, putting a price tag on everything. I'm just saying, give everything away. Don't do that. Don't be crazy. You are in business. But it is okay to educate somebody on something, especially when they can go on YouTube and find it for free anyway. Be honored that they came to you, because there are a plethora of other people they could have gone to But if they come to you and ask you for your help, it is okay to help someone else, even if they're in the same industry. Like I told you earlier, I sent vinyl to somebody that was in the same industry as me. She makes shirts too. I wasn't going to sit over here and say, well, I'm not giving her nothing. Let her figure it out. No, because then that's stopping her from now looking at me saying, Kim, I know you got my back. That's a real sister move. That's what we're supposed to do for each other. Woman to woman, African American female to African American female. That's how we help each other. But I'm not going to sit up here and step on her because I want to try to make myself look good. That's not how I roll. Because if I make it there, I'm going to reach back and get her. And because I've been so nice and so supportive of her, I know if she makes it before me, she's going to be saying, Kim, come on, I got you. But if I sit here and try to stay in my little box and I don't share and I don't help anybody, when I need help, who's gonna help me? They're like, nah, you didn't help me when I needed help, so don't come over here. So it's a further gap. They still win, you know. The other people still win. We're losing, they win it.
Exactly. And see, that's
the power to change the narrative.
But see, that's the whole point. You know, it's like, you know, I call it like, it reminds me of the rap industry. I say it's like, I love the rap. I love the rap industry. Not because all the cussing and all that, but I say you name something else besides sports, and I don't even think sports do it. Name another industry that makes more black millionaires.
Yeah, outside of sports, you're right.
But the one thing I hate about it is we kill each other. Oh, you can't live in the same city with each other without, especially in Dallas, Chicago, New York, California, you can't live in the same city. Y'all right down the street from each other, and y'all got to kill each other.
Man,
I say you ain't never seen Billy Strait and what's his name, George Strait and Willie Nelson. None of that. You know what I mean? We just got to, but girl, let me quit preaching to the choir. Let me stop, girl. Let me stop. Educated natural. Oh my God, man, this is your turn. Is there anything that you definitely want to tell the people tonight?
Oh man, that's so much, but I'm gonna keep it short. Don't get me started, big boy. Don't do it. Don't do it. First time in your house, I'm gonna be respectful. Now, if I come back, I'm gonna show out. I'm swearing.
That's what I'm talking about, girl. Show up and show out. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh. I think you froze. So that is why both are called Kim. Activate, sis. You know what I'm saying? Activate. Yes. Activate. Just right essentials. Oh, Memphis in the house. What's up, Memphis? Gonna send that old printer to Memphis. Man, that's a bad printer I got. That 3000 that's going down. I got a couple. I think I got one more 3000 for y'all that's looking for some printers. I got an R3000 right here. I got a 1900 with a roll feeder. And I got so many printers. Okay, y'all. Hold on one second. The Educated Natural had some technical difficulties. We're gonna give her 1 second before we get back on. I guess I can let y'all know a couple of things that's been going on. Y'all apologize to Big Boy. I haven't really been in a lot of the lives doing a lot of things lately because we've been having a lot of things been going on in the background. We got a lot of new promotions going on, new products coming in probably tomorrow, especially for the people with the DTL. We're going to have smaller bottles now, so those prices will be cheaper. We're going to have a bundle now, a bundle to where you can get, you know what I'm saying, all of it at one time. I know I had them on there individual to where you might have to pay for like shipping on each one. I'm going to have a bundle package to where might have a bundle package where you can buy all 5 colors. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have the 250 milligrams. It's in all the 4 colors except for the white. I'm going to keep the white 500 milligrams. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret right now. I'm gonna make all 5 colors, the 250 milliliters CMKY and the white, CMK white, CMK, CMKY, and the white, $129 for all 5 colors. Now the white is still gonna be 500 milligrams, as y'all can see right there. We have plenty of white, so I think it's gonna be coming in. Oh, hey, Sandy. How you doing? Oh, yeah. That Dolph. Yeah, Dolph. Yeah, Dolph. Yeah. Oh, but they been killing each man. They been they been killing each other in Memphis. I hate that. Man, Memphis is rowdy, about it. But yeah, we got a lot of specials, a lot of things going on with the big boys. We got printers. Oh man, we got so much stuff going on. Mr. Bookman, how you doing? How much are your printers? A lot of them starting about 1,500, 1,500 to 2,000, depending on what they is. I go all the way up to commercial printers. We got the educated one back.
See, my computer don't want me to be great. That's all right. It's the devil. Let me stop.
Educated, I got one good question for you. Where did you get the name Educated Natural from?
Good question. That name was nothing but God, like, just to be honest with y'all. But it started one day, my daughter and I, back in 2013, I had just graduated with my MBA. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this YouTube thing for real, and I'm gonna come up with my business. So I was like trying to just get some stuff started. So originally I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use my name. And I was like, nah, it's too common. There's a lot of Kimberly Collinses out there, it's a Kim Collins, a Kimberly Collins. Nah, I got to come up with something. So my daughter and I was sitting at the kitchen table, and the song by The Dream, Shorty is a 10, came on the radio. And we were sitting there like listening to the song, and I was like, I looked at my daughter, and I'm always cracking jokes. That's kind of what I do. So I looked at my daughter, I said, I'm a 10, and we both burst out laughing. So we're laughing, but all throughout after I said that, I kept saying 10. I couldn't get the acronym of 10 out of my head. So I'm sitting there throughout the night. I'm messing with TEN, trying to come up with some words. So by that morning, I just kept praying about it. I couldn't get 10 out of my head. Like, I kept saying the number 10. I just couldn't get 10. I kept saying the spelling of 10. I just could not get it out of my head. So I happened to be sitting down, and I looked up at my degree, and I said, I'm highly educated. Now, I guess I would kind of fall into the crew of the highly educated having a graduate degree. So I was like, and my hair is natural. So I was like, the educated natural. And I was like, nah, that sounds corny. That don't make sense. So I took it to my husband, and my husband and my daughter will tell me the truth about a lot of stuff. So they'll just tell me the truth. I said, okay, listen, I came up with this thing, right? So I told him, I said, how does the name, the educated natural, sound? Be honest with me. If it sounds corny, just let me know. Don't have me out here with toilet paper on my shoe. Just let me know. So they were like, that fits you. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So first time out the gate, I'm Kimberly Collins, the educated natural. Like, that has been my thing from day one. And my coach at the time, she was like, she inboxed me on Facebook. She said, girl, you own to something. And I was like, you think so? And she was like, yeah. She was like, from now on, I'm going to call you KC10. She said, I am rolling with KC10, Kimberly Collins, the educated natural. So she was like, hashtag KC10. Like, anytime she would see me on camera, she was like, hashtag KC10. And I would be like, you silly. And she was like, that's you. You are the educated natural.
Yeah.
And so over the years since 2013, that has just been my name. And I have actually went to a conference and spoke. And the lady, like, months later, saw me in the store. My family and I were in Sam's Club, and we're shopping, and this lady rolls up on me from the projects all day long, y'all. And that, you know, you could take me out the projects, but that thing is still in there. So when
right.
she rolls up on me, I don't know this lady. She just come in Sam's Club. I got my kids, I got my husband. She just came from my blind side. She was like, oh my goodness, the educated natural. And my husband and I jumped back at this lady. And I'm like, man, we are soldiers. And I'm from the projects. You just can't be rolling up on me like that. Like, hold on, sister. And she said, oh my God. So she grabbing me and she hugging me. And my husband's back and I'm like, who is this lady? I'm like, I don't know. And so she was like, I loved you at the conference. And she started telling me everything. And I was like, oh, okay, you was at the conference. And so we were just talking. And then she walks off. And my husband's like, yeah, I don't like that. And I was like, my heart was racing. I'm like, I'm gonna have to knock this lady out in the middle of the store. I don't know who is rolling up on me like that. And it was at that moment I said, okay, it's official. I have built this brand. I have built this name, and everybody that they don't even. One lady didn't even know my name. All she knew was the educated natural, and I was like, okay, okay.
What was that like? Because I haven't had that yet. Nobody's known me. Like, that's just Leonard. That ain't big. Who the hell is it? So what was it like? They had to be validated to put in that work, and then have somebody to come up there and know you as like the educated natural, you know, and then the family see it and be like, "Oh my God, Mom has made it."
It was scary because I'm a very private person, and I was still new, like a fish out of water. I was still new to being seen by other people. I'll tell people I'm always that person that's behind the scene. Like I'm the person that'll motivate somebody from over here and say, yeah, you go out there, you do it, you look good, get on that camera, do this. I'm your motivator all day long. I'm your biggest cheerleader, but you throw me out there, I'm like, oh Lord. So that's kind of how I felt. I was like, oh Lord. My husband was like, are people gonna be rolling up on us like this now? I was like, I don't know what that was. I don't know. So you know, it made me kind of want to go back in my show, but it was too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
You know, my YouTube was, you know, people would send me from my show, and I was in radio at the time, and so it was a lot of things happening, and so I was like, oh man, there goes my private me just being me. You know, it was scary. It was very scary. But like at that time, I still had my coach, and she said, "Girl, I told you." It's natural for you to get out there and that's what you do.
Yeah.
And she said, because she was the one that saw the gift in me. I did not, like I said, I'm behind the scene person. I'm just Kim, you know, I do what I do, but she's the one that pushed me. And as soon as I came out and I came out with the name, she says, that's you. And so, but to be honest, that was scary. People, I don't see how celebrities do it. I'd be done hit somebody, Lord, my nerves. I don't see how people can do it, but it was, for me, it was validation. I guess it was that validation that I needed, that I didn't know that I needed, to let me know that I was on the right path. But it's also a dark side to it, big boy, because there have been two people that have tried to bite my name, if you want to say it that way. Back in the day, biting was the word to say. And one of them had the nerve, the very first one had the nerve to come to Facebook and like my Facebook page, because at the time my Facebook page was The Educated Natural. And she commented as her real name and said how much she liked my name. Then the next day changed her name to Educated Natural.
Wow.
The thing is, she's from the same hometown that I'm from.
Oh man.
We know the same people. So I kindly inboxed my cousin and said, I see you're Facebook friends with this girl. Her name is such and such. I know her name because she made such a big deal about my name. And now I look on Facebook today, she's changed her name to my name. That's not cool. Tell me about this person before I roll up on her in the inbox. I need to know. I gotta, you know, prep the battlefield, sit them up against her. She said, girl, I'm telling you, she's ghetto. That was her words. I said, oh, I can deal with them all day long. Been there, done that. So I inboxed her and I kindly asked her to unhand my name. Very respect. I still have the screenshots of the conversation till this day. Because I didn't want her to go back and say, oh, she was rude to me. No, I wasn't. I was very kind. I was very nice. She came at me sideways. And I was expecting that. So I still didn't take the bite. I didn't bite the bullet. I didn't bite the worm. I didn't take the bait. I came at her very respectfully. I came at it from a business standpoint. That's my branding.
Exactly.
You're
That's
in violation of my brand. Oh, I'm not using it for business. You should know better. I mean, she just came out the box. I was like, okay, I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you. I'm going to go higher. I'm going to do what my grandmother would say. You made them other people move. I did a move. So I contacted Facebook directly. I explained my case. And by the next day, they made her change her name. So then, of course, because I'm still watching her, she goes on her page and she leaves this old nasty thing to her followers. And you got people talking, who said it? Oh, we'll go get him. I'm like, you can come if you want to, but you're going to look back if you make it back. Don't let the smooth taste food. I'm hood all day. Don't let me take this off.
They didn't want them problems.
They didn't want that. So the next person did it on YouTube. I had left YouTube for a while, because I was in the radio. So I was like, oh, I'm going in radio. Didn't really put too much effort at all in YouTube anymore. I was doing my radio thing. When I let go of radio and went into podcast, and I said, you know what? Let me go back to YouTube. That was my first love anyway. Let me go back and start trying to rebuild my channel. Realize things have changed over the years. So I said, okay. So I'll never forget, my coach told me when I first got on the internet, she said, Kim, always make yourself Google-licious. And Google-licious means when you Google yourself, you should be the only one showing up.
That's right.
So I Googled myself. I wasn't the only one showing up. It was somebody else. I'm like, who is this educated natural person? What? Not another one. So I couldn't believe it. So I go on YouTube and I start doing the search. Who is this educated natural person? Oh, no. Another African-American female, but she lives in another country. I don't care where she lives. She goes back up on my brand. That was my attitude because I'm tired now. I've been nice too long. So I sat back. I said, I'm going to see how long she's going to do this. So I kept watching it. She kept saying, hi, everybody. It's the educated natural. I was like, no, it ain't. So I said, you know what? I've been nice in these streets too long. Let me find out everywhere she's at. So I started making a list of everywhere she was using the name at. Oh, if you don't know this by now, I'm a researcher. And I will research you down. If I want to know something, I will find it. So I found out everywhere she's at. And I contacted some lawyer friends of mine. And they said, Kim, please tell us, after all these years, you've trademarked your name. I said, well, no, I never did. When I tell y'all, they laid into me. And then my husband joined in when he realized that I never did it. Y'all, it was like they were in me. You hear me in my ear. Like, we can't believe you built that brand and you didn't trademark it. I couldn't say nothing because they were right. So I had to take it.
Yeah.
So I went and filed my official trademark then and there.
Yeah.
I inboxed her on Instagram. I said, hi, not sure if you know who I am. Let me introduce myself. But I wanted to tell you, you're using my name. I've had this name since such. I did my research on you. I know you had it afterwards. So she comes back, almost like the other female did that I called out on it. And she simply says, oh, no, I've had this name for years and blah, blah, blah. I've even got products with my name on it. I said, yes, I know. But according to the record, you started this name in this year. I started the name in 2013. It's my name. You heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
Then she, well, if you can prove that you got a trademark, I'll let it go. I said, okay, my trademark hasn't been completed yet from the government. It's now in the process. It just started. Matter of fact, this morning, the lawyers have it at the trademark office. So it's going through the process. After months of waiting, it's finally in their hands. It's been sitting there waiting. I filed it back in April.
Wow.
So look, here's where I filed it. Please change your stuff. She didn't reply back. I'm still watching her. If you look, she changed her YouTube, the actual name of her channel, to her name, but her link still says mine.
The educated natural.
I went on all her social media. She still got the name. I said, okay. I played nice in the sandbox the first time. I warned you. I told you I did not want to have to get legal involved in this. Please, all you have to do, just change your name and your links. I'll let it go.
That's it.
I'll leave you alone because you're not on my branding. Now, I could ask YouTube to have you take all your videos down where you said the name, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't play when it comes to something I've built. We have to fight for what's ours.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. If you're fighting for Big Boy Prince, you better fight tooth and nail.
That's right.
You know,
what's love got to do with it? I've worked hard for that name. Remember, I ain't want to take that name. You ain't taking that name.
You're taking my name.
You ain't taking my name.
That's where we are. As soon as we get, I know the process at uspto.gov is taking forever. They are so backed up with so many people filing trademarks. Now I'm just waiting. Once I get next year, probably next year, you will, because it's December now. When I get that official certificate, I'm having a party on YouTube. And I'm contacting everybody in the social media, from website, everybody. Shut it down.
Oh, wow.
I warned. I gave her an olive branch. Take it down. Leave it alone. Walk away. You can keep all your stuff. None of your stuff will be disturbed. You don't want to do it? Okay. You want to play? Let's play. I play for keeps. That belongs to me. And I would expect any business owner to do the same thing. Be willing to fight for what you built. If you're not willing to fight for it, then let anybody come in there and just tread on it.
And just take your stuff. They can, do stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying, in your name, and then you got a bad reputation.
Right.
So, yeah, it's so much stuff, we just gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do it the right way. A lot of us, we definitely have to have you on another time, because
absolutely,
I definitely want to talk like the business aspect of it, because we really didn't even get to touch that, because I know you're really big on helping people make sure they have the paper, the paperwork stuff.
Yes, get your paperwork. People
house.
steal it. There are a lot of stealing going on in these streets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of people think, I don't know why, but a lot of people think the YouTube streets are friendly and all that stuff. I just rather just keep it real with them, tell them the truth. But, hey, they think it's a friendly world, so let them believe what they want. You get it from the big boy. I'm going to tell it like it is.
I got a question for you, big boy.
Yes, ma'am.
Big boy. There's that other big boy.
Uh-huh.
Has that caused you any issues?
In the beginning, it did. In the beginning, it caused me a problem on my Etsy page, because no matter when you looked up Big Boy Prince, it would always pull up Big Boy on my Etsy page. But truly blessed, you know what I'm saying? We get a lot of views, and we get a lot of, we doing pretty good in the sales department to our Etsy. Like, no. When they put up Big Boy Prince, that's what they want over here. No, don't pull him up no more. They want that. They want him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Big Boy Prince is doing a little bit better than Big Boy from the Outcast in the revenue department. Well, we're going to say on Etsy, you know what I'm saying? Because, we truly blessed, you know what I'm saying? So.
That's good. That's good, because there's a lot of people changing their names to match some famous names out there. Like the young lady that was, I think she's the Tumblr queen.
Yeah.
Queen of Tumblers. The Queen of Tumblers. I think that's her name, her YouTube name. And I happened to go on TikTok, and someone has almost the same name as hers, but they use like this acronym for Queen, I think. Or no, for Tumblers. They use the acronym for Tumblers.
Well,
so when I was searching for her, I was like, wait a minute. Huh? And she mentioned that somebody was like doing the same thing, doing Tumblers just like her, and was playing off of her name. I was like,
You know what? Just to keep it real, if you really, really, really want to bring it up, who is the real Rick Ross? It ain't that rapper. The real 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? They've been stealing names for
Oh, that.
you know,
Right.
let's just keep it real. You know what I'm
And a
saying?
whole lot of copying and pasting going on.
Say Rick Ross got to put attention. Like, who is this big old black dude talking about? Baby, oh, I'm sorry, educated. But yeah, I definitely want to come back. Definitely want to bring you back, and we definitely got to talk business, talk paperwork.
Absolutely.
Because I tell people, nothing personal, but I made a killer during Corona because I did my paperwork. I filed my taxes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you probably seen and heard about it to a lot of people who, they did their paperwork, and man, the government is just still to this day giving money away. I'm talking a lot. I ain't talking about no 10, 20. I'm talking about 50, 60, $100,000. They give it away to business, and the only qualification is what was on your Schedule C, line 9 or 7, 12. It's one of those. That's the only thing they want to know. What's on that Schedule C in line 14? And if that number look right, so I think it's like I say, that's what they really talk about. Help people get their business right, like you say, the business name, the LLC, the EIN, to where you can get business credit and you can make that work for you. Because I don't think Big Boy Prince wouldn't be where it was if it wasn't for the government's help and that. But that's what that government help was for, though, to help with the small businesses, help them expand. So, and then the narrative out there was like, don't get the money. They sending people to jail. So like,
they doing it wrong.
Yeah, if you rob the bank, they gonna send you to jail, bro.
Hello.
Don't rob the bank. The government and I'm gonna get out on these. They said the government literally said, take this money, flip it, and you can have it. Hold up. Now I know a lot of us take this money and flip it, and you can have it, and you ain't got to pay it back. You ain't got to pay it back. So that's another thing that I hate. You know what I'm saying? That we get into we get into this stuff, and we hear this stuff, and it be like, oh no, don't do it. You ain't got to pay it back. Even with people, they was, even like the $100,000 loan, they give you 30 years to pay it back. You tell me you can't pay $27 a month, or you can't pay. If I give you $100,000, you can't pay $100 a month. With $100,000, you should be able to make 4 shirts and make that payment.
They don't know how to flip it. They going to buy Bentleys and cars and all this stuff. I'm like, that's not what that's supposed to be used for. The first person you should have hired probably was an accountant and a business lawyer and a tax person to keep your books together.
And it's easy.
But they throw the book at you. So,
but
Mama can't help you.
Yeah, but it's like, you know what, and I'm debating right now because it's still other stuff out there that I can go get, but I'm just like, I feel like I'm really happy and I'm comfortable.
Right.
But it's nothing like taking the business to another level.
That's true. As long as you got everything in order and you're ready and you got the showing of that saying that, hey, I can make this back in a timely manner, and you got that flow of business and that ROIs together.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely truly a blessing. DTF is so new that it's just taking off. But then, you know what? One thing I've learned is that, people have. I'm one of those. I truly want. I don't want all my income coming in at one spot. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, that's my next thing. Probably within the next couple of months, I want to invest my money in something else. And I don't think DTF is going anywhere or anything, but you definitely want to diversify your portfolio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, God forbid anything happen, I'm be like, I invested over here too, shout it, I'm straight.
That's it. And one is down, one is up. They kind of go like this.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, it's
So
slow over here,
ridiculous.
but let me slide over here a little bit.
That's it. Because that's
But
that's one of the things on my list for next year. I'm like, I got to get another stream of income. Let's do it.
Yeah. And so that's where I'm at right now, the process of, and that's another thing we need to talk about. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in the process of saving my money and what is going to be, what is good to invest your money in. You know what I'm saying? I know trucks, so I want to buy a truck. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I didn't want to get caught up in was, you know, a lot of people get fast money and they do fast money things like a car wash or you know, just some of the stuff that I don't want to get caught up in. I don't want no car wash. I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of things we can talk about. I definitely want to talk to you about like things that you can put your money in to where you don't have to really do a lot of the work and it gets a nice, the residual on it is nice. What is your profit margin and stuff like that? People don't look at that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? What is your profit margin on this? How successful? How far can you go with this? You know what I'm saying? And you know that was one of the things that let me go in DTF because the profit margin in shirts, I like it. It's nice, but it's just not. You know, when I drove a truck, I was, you know, profit margin on that was woo. And now I go to we definitely that's a lot. We get into a whole nother. Yes, but that's the type of stuff that needs to be talked about. You know,
that's one of those round table things. You get like a meeting of the minds. That was the name of my old show. Get those minds together, those business oriented people together, and that's kind of where I'm going towards in my show. You know, I had a tax person come on. I have next month. I had a business tax person come on, and the next month I'm having a budget accountant person coming in because these are essential things in business you have to have. You know, you have to know how to file your taxes. You have to know how to start a business. You have to know the different types of businesses and figure out which one is best for you, even when it includes your taxes. You got to know how to keep your books. So I have a bookkeeper coming on. So I have all these different elements in business because these are people I know that specialize, like this is their field. They own a bookkeeping company. This is what they do. They own a tax company. Like these are the things that I think that we, especially as creatives, we miss out on. They're like you said, there's a lot of people riding dirty in their business. Let me tell y'all a little secret. So listen closely. Don't let me tell people this. Don't me tell y'all this. There are a lot of y'all blowing up on YouTube. You have 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers. A lot of these subscribers are searching more than just your YouTube. How do I know this? Because I've done it. They are going to your state's websites and they're punching in your business names to see if you are registered in your state. I've had somebody tell me recently, somebody reported them because they discovered their business and they're on YouTube and they're on Facebook claiming they're making all this money. And they are reporting you to your state, telling them that you have this business that they know you're not paying taxes on. So now that's got their attention. So now they're watching you. Not only that, that's how a lot of people getting caught up with the NFL and the FBI showing up at people's doors. It's YouTube. People are watching you, seeing what you do, and then they're going back and checking and see if you're doing it legitly.
So like the coldest gangster there ever was, the Teflon Don, a lot of these big time gangsters that were super cold, they caught them with none of that other stuff. They caught them with the tax evasion. You're not paying your taxes.
And Uncle Sam wants his money.
He a beast. He don't care nothing about who you work for. He'll come get your check. He'll come get your house. I see them superstars on the internet. They come and take your houses and cars. You better leave Uncle Sam alone. And see, this is like what I'm saying right here. We have to know, like a friend of mine tried to get in and I looked at her like she was crazy. Man, I wish, you know what? But this is what I'm saying though. If you have a legitimate business, if you file your tax on your business, you should have got that money. I got it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to, you know, and it's all legit. This is what I'm saying. This is all legitimate money. This is,
doing it right.
The interest on this is, you can't even get a better interest rate on your house The interest rate they was giving on that loan. What? You couldn't get a better interest rate on a house that the government was giving away. Man, please. God, boy, I'm telling you, we got to do our research. That knowledge is just so powerful.
Research. Do your due diligence. Read. Understand. Your own understanding. What you know up here, nobody can take away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just research stuff just for just general information. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to get into it. I just want to know what it is.
Yeah.
And that way, if I run across somebody that said they want to do it, I can tell them the ins and outs of it and then point them in the right direction because I just did it for just research. I just want to know what it was. I was the same way when they came to the PPP loan and all that stuff. I was very hesitant, but luckily, thank God, I didn't need it. So, but I was like you. I heard people say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get them." Like, but you don't even have an LLC. You don't even have a business license. Well, you're gonna go get it. Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm. And those are the ones that fell into that trap and probably facing some jail time because of that. They didn't have you doing nails and you're doing hair and you're selling this and you're selling that and you making money, but you never registered your business. You didn't do things the right way. You don't know, you're not educated on the functions of money, how money flows. You don't keep books. You just, you're taking money in hand. You don't have any way of tracking that stuff. And that's what's going to get you in trouble.
You know what I'm gonna give this secret. Then I'm gonna ask you the latest question. Like, you know what I use to keep the majority of my books and they pay my taxes for me.
What's that?
Etsy.
Yes, I've heard that about Etsy.
Etsy pays my taxes for me, especially because I sell these huge printers for a nice amount of change. And the last thing I want to do is at the end of the year, you owe $13,463. You know what? They might be saying, "Oh, Etsy take a lot of your money," but you know what? They pay my taxes for. If I pay somebody to pay my taxes, they ain't got to pay nobody because they gonna give me this little old paperwork with all the taxes paid, and my tax man gonna be like, "Okay, this simple. Subtract A from B and 9 and 7 and 3." Say, I might actually get a refund, y'all.
Hey, get a refund. Better than having to pay.
Exactly. I don't care if it is $34.62. It's better than $6,400. Sir, you owe. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know what? Do you own any property?
Hello. Oh no, please don't take the property.
Hey, I'm sorry. Educated natural. Oh my God. What is it we can look forward to seeing from you in the future?
Oh man, you can look forward to seeing more guests on my show, which is called Sewn and Rooted. You're gonna see new products being offered, new designs. You're just gonna see me just more out here sharing more knowledge with more people that's willing and that's hungry for it. It saddens me when gotta be hungry. It saddens me when people sit there and say, "Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know. I'll figure it out on my own." That's saddening to me because there are people that can keep you from bumping your head. There are people that can keep you from losing money. And if you work as hard as a lot of you that I watch do, the last thing you want to do is be on the losing end of something you should be winning in.
Amen.
And so, don't turn down nothing but your collar. If somebody wants to give you a piece of advice, like my grandmother used to say, take the meat, spit out the bones. Take what applies to you and then take the rest of it and just put it somewhere else. You don't have to pick that up. But don't sit there and think you're so high and mighty and you know everything. You don't. You can always learn something new. I'll tell people any day of the week, I'm always a student. I don't care how much I read, how much I know, how many degrees, how many certifications. I'm always a student. My daughter is 14 years old, teaches me something every day.
Wow.
All right. And so never say, "I don't need your help. I already know that." It could be a new trick in the game. When I came back to YouTube, even though I've been on YouTube since 2013, when I came back, YouTube was brand new to me. I was like, "What do you mean this isn't working anymore? This used to work all the time back." I'm like, "Oh, they've changed it." What do you mean ads don't work this way anymore? Wait, they've changed it. So I literally had to find myself, say, "Kim, you're going to have to get some help. You're going to have to go and meet up with some people and get around some people that know this stuff now because things have changed." If I was so high and mighty and I sit there and say, "Oh, I'm the educated natural," and I get up, no, no, that's not over here. I watch a lot of you guys because you're more knowledgeable in a lot of the crafts I have no clue about. And I'm not afraid to say I don't know how to do that, but I'm willing to learn. I'm always a student. I'm always willing to learn. I am teachable. And that's one of the things people that work with me tell me, my number one rule, you have to be teachable. If you come in here thinking you know everything, when we're going to bump heads and you're not going to waste my time, I'm not going to waste yours, then go on to somebody else because I can't help you. But if you're teachable, and I always train myself, be teachable. Go in a room and act like you don't know nothing and just grab your notepad and just start taking notes. Because somebody could always teach you something. And that's like the best advice I can give any crafter. Be willing to learn something new and don't be afraid to take risks.
Yeah.
If you want to know if something works, try it out.
Yeah.
If you need some advice, there's a ton of people that do shows, have YouTube channels. Inbox them, ask them. If you feel that they have that rapport or that personality that you feel like you can go and ask them something, don't be afraid and be so prideful that you don't ask. You know, I don't mean it's biblical, but the Bible says my people perish because of a lack of knowledge. Yes. You don't want to perish. You don't want to be broke and broken and struggling in your business when there are tons of people out here with a wealth of knowledge. Go in there and do whatever they tell you to do. I don't care if you think, is this the silliest thing ever? Do it. Master your craft. Master your creativity. Don't try to be a jack of all trades because it's the hottest thing out there. If it's not making you money, it's okay to say, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not going to add it to my business.
Yeah.
Because it could be costing you more. Mm-hmm. Study business. You in a business, you want to be a CEO, study business. You want to blow up on YouTube. You want to get those subscribers, get monetized. Study the platform. You can't, like Big Boy. I can't do what Big Boy does. Because that's not what my target audience will see. If I get up in here and I try to be Big Boy, they're like, oh, she's trying to act like Big Boy. What's wrong with her? They gotta be me. You have to be. I can't do the stuff that Uni does. My husband would kick me out the house because I would have to go and buy all that stuff. He'd be like, what, another craft? No, you bring that stuff up in here. But I love watching her and learning and then picking out that meat. Yes. That thing I can say, you know what? My target audience will love that. Let me take some notes on that. Now I know what I need to focus on. That's how she helps me. That's how Patrice helps me at Craftable Things. That's how I'm making it in Maryland. And the baby's booty. And Marcella helps me. I sit back and I watch. And sometimes I don't even comment. I watch 757. I wish 755. I wish I could draw. I can't even draw a circle right. I wish I could draw. Because if I could, listen, I'll be blowing up like her. But it's her skill set and the way she puts things together. When I watched her draw that bear brick from the beginning until the end, I was like, man, that's creativity. I sit back and I just watch and learn and take notes. That's something that we all have to be able to do. We can learn from each other. I sit back and watch Big Boy and be sitting there thinking, how did he grow this channel so fast? And I just sit back and watch his videos and I said, okay, I see. He found his niche. He didn't try to do Teez. He didn't try to do vinyl. He didn't go and try to do sublimation. He didn't go and try to do rhymes. He stood right there in his lane with DTF and he mastered it. And I have never did DTF ever, but I'm watching him taking notes and learning and saying, okay, that's how he does that. All right, cool. Oh, wow, that's cool. And I try to take what he's teaching and then apply it to what I do. If he's saying, okay, look, I put DTF on some sneakers, I'm thinking, okay, I do vinyl and I do sublimation. How can I use vinyl and sublimation and put it on some sneakers? I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I've learned to master my creativity. I don't have to be a jack of all trades. I don't have to offer my clients everything under the moon as far as customs. I don't have to do that because they're not going to buy everything under the moon. But what I did is took a step back and learned what is it that they like. What is it? When that girl came to me about bling and about them rhinestones, I think still irritates me to this day because I didn't see value in rhinestones. I was like, that's something for kids. I didn't want that. That's cheap. I want it. I was wrong, and I admit I was wrong because now I'm sitting there, man, if I would have just learned rhinestones, but now I know better, so I'm going to do better. So now I'm spending a lot of time learning. I just watched Making It with Marilyn's video of how she made the template, how she moved the circles around, and how she did all that. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm taking notes because that's something I want to apply in my business. And so I'm not wasting a lot of time, big boy, just watching things that aren't going to help me be a better business person or a better person all in general. Because you get on YouTube, you can be here for hours and just be messing around watching cat videos. And it has nothing to do with my business. And so that's something I had to learn, Kim. When you get on these platforms, you know what you're there for. Stick to it. Get yourself together. You have a business to build. And watching those dog videos is not helping you. And so that's why I love this community, big boy. I love you and everybody that's part of the community, everybody in the squad, because it's that camaraderie that you see the love. Like I have never watched people who just sit there and they'll just be messing around and talk. And I'll be sitting there watching it. I'm thinking, I never sit and just watch people who they're having lunch. Like we were on a lunch date with Patrice at Craftable Things. Yeah. And I'm like, I never sit here and watch somebody have lunch. But that's just like that genuine support that I want to give her. Like, she's over there eating salmon. I'm over here probably eating a bologna sandwich. And I'm like, I'm sitting here just as engaged with her as if she, is like in my living room.
You know what? They just got on to me because I still haven't tried salmon. I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'm going to go give me some salmon.
Big boy. Salmon is good.
I'm trying to find out.
But you got to find some good salmon. Don't go over there and get something that tastes like a tire or something that's dry. Don't do that. Don't let that be your first experience. Please don't let that be.
Girl, because I'd be like, I tried it, y'all. Sorry.
Right.
I got to find this. What's a good spot to get salmon in? Good salmon.
I haven't had it out much. I usually fix my own.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of anywhere. I haven't ordered it out but once, and that wasn't good.
Oh, wow.
And I think that was at Red Lobster that time I went, and I was like, this is dry.
Wow. Oh, no, I got to find somewhere to give me some good salmon.
Yes.
Patrice, we gonna need somebody to hit Patrice. So we're going to hit Patrice up tomorrow.
Yeah,
Get us some good salmon, because we get at that age, we got to get rid of all that red meat. So
yes, definitely.
I'm like, I can't get a steak. Like, I need some porterhouse.
You in Texas? Oh man,
beef everywhere, girl, everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Before I go, I have to thank you and all of my YouTube family that was on your live last week during the storm. Oh, that was scary. I didn't realize how close, when I was watching y'all, I didn't realize how close that storm was to us. It was literally almost like right out the gate.
Wow.
It was 2 miles away from where I live.
I meant to ask you about that definitely at the beginning, girl. We just get to talking and go over there, left, right, round the corner. I know that was definitely scary. Oh my gosh. I had the sirens and everything going off.
Yes, all night. They were going till about like 3 something in the morning.
Oh my God. Oh.
And it was like, what is going on? And it was like, it was dark, of course, it's nighttime. So, but it was thundering, it was lightning, the wind was blowing, so you just didn't know. And the sirens would stop, so you're thinking, okay, phew, it's gone. Then all of a sudden they would start again. And you're like, what? And by us being on a military installation, they would hit the all clear. You hear the thing, my husband kept getting alerts on his phone saying, okay, all clear. I'm like, oof, good, it's gone. Then all of a sudden, we all take our shoes off, get in the bed, send the kids to bed, the sirens. I'm like, everybody get up, put your shoes back on. And so it was like, what is going on? And then it wasn't until the next day when we saw the news reports, when we realized how bad it was, to see the path of those hurricanes, just whole neighborhoods, just like it was cut in half. Just, it's devastating. And some of the people here on post got together and gathered up food and supplies, and people were donating, and they took it down to the people. Like I said, they're only like 2.5 miles away from us. So they drove down, and they had first, the next day they stopped people from coming in because they had to recover bodies and all the devastation. Yeah. It was over 50 people that died here.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Dang.
And so it was bad. And
I forgot about how many deaths. I forgot. Yeah. Oh wow, they were
it was
just
a
laid
lot.
out. Oh my god.
And so they had to stop people, blocking the roads, telling people, okay, we know you got supplies, but no, not today. You got to give us time to get in here and start assessing all this damage. And so it was like the next day when they set up a field somewhere, the neighbor had posted in the group saying that they set up this field for people to tunnel people with supplies and aid to go this way. And so I was like, man. And it rained today, and my poor baby was like, a storm is coming. And I had to calm her down because I was like, oh man. Because this was like the first time she's heard sirens. Now we lived in Oklahoma. My youngest daughter, this is her first time hearing something. So I think it's really scared her. It really shook her.
Yeah.
And so my oldest daughter remembers when we lived in Oklahoma. Now living in Oklahoma, I'm telling y'all, I don't know why we get stuck in the Tornado Valley. We've lived in Oklahoma, we've lived in Kansas, and now we live in Kentucky.
Oh no.
So my husband and I and my oldest daughter are used to hearing these sirens. But this one right here was probably the scariest.
Wow.
Even scarier than Oklahoma. We heard those quite often there too.
Well, I'm in Texas, so it's like music to our ears or something. It's like another one. But it's very rare that they get that close. You know what I'm saying? The touchdown. So I know like 2.5 miles away. That was
They said it was a total of 4 of them that touched down.
For real?
4 tornadoes.
Oh wow! I heard they touched down like 3-4 states too.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, bro, that is a blessing. That is truly a blessing because
I told my husband, how much longer we have in this state?
I need to get somewhere safe, huh?
You know what? The way the world is going now, I don't know, big boy. Everything is changing. Like, why are we so warm in December? Like, why are we in the 60s in December? I'm like, it's supposed to be cold.
But you know what? They I'm in Texas, so they owe us from last year. We had ice everywhere, remember?
Oh, yeah, Texas. Well, I feel so. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't happen in Texas. Oh, what are they going to do? They don't know how to deal with ice? Oh, my goodness.
Well, real, I know, I had to fix the plumbing in one of my houses because, it don't really get that cold. And so, like, down here, I got a mobile home. And my tenant didn't leave my water running. And so every pipe busted under the house. Every pipe. And then now, this happened to a lot. So, it took to get somebody out there because they had so many claims. Yeah, and just for people who don't know, what I'm saying, pipes up under your house is not covered under insurance. Yeah, that's like, so every pipe busted up under my house. I had to have somebody come out and fix every pipe. And I had tenants living there. And so I'm telling them, like, we know somebody who can come out here and fix it at a reasonable price. We got an insurance in it.
That's your job.
They were like, oh, current up by no insurance. We need to run the toilet water and some. Can't keep going until the truck stop taking.
Right. You have to go fix this. Really? California cold? It's not cold over here.
Barstow, that's up north though. Up north. Okay. I think Barstow's up. I don't know. Barstow might be in LA. I don't know. But I know Barstow up north. It get cold in California, like LA. Not LA, but like San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
It get cold up there. I've seen snow on the mountains. It was so cool. I seen some clouds and snow. It was nice.
Pretty.
Yeah. God had so much fun. So much fun. But I definitely, like I said, we definitely want to get another episode. Maybe we can get a couple of people on here and talk about
talk business.
Because it's a lot of people that is going into like the blanks and going into, a lot of money being made when you start dealing with companies and you get 200-300 shirts. You need to know how to. A lot of people, they don't even know how to like price that. You know, they just
Right.
walk by their head. You know, it's a lot of stuff that comes with it, especially when you have to pay taxes and all that old stuff. So we definitely, you know, I'm definitely gonna look. You know what I'm saying? Definitely look forward to it. I know, like definitely like you and Marcella, because Marcella,
Yes, I was thinking Marcella.
she is super dope with it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm like Marcella, Marcella.
Yes.
But I sure do appreciate you coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, we had a great, dope time. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Man, like I say, we already said that. Anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
No, God bless you all. Continue to be great and continue to master your creativity. That's it.
I'm sorry. One thing I forgot to say, you know, I always know when I have fun because I always be at the end. Always at the end, I'm like, oh, I forgot to say this. Oh, I forgot to say that. Educated natural. Let the people know how they can reach you as far as platform. Oh, hold on. What's up, 40? What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, 40.
Yeah, 40, man. We ain't seen him. I tell you once in a while. Yeah, I got you, 40, man. How at me. You know, we're gonna get it taken care of. Let the people know how they can get a hold of you, your platforms, how they, you know, just in case they have any questions or they want to watch some of the content.
Yeah, absolutely. My website is www.sown, and that's SOWN, onpurpose.com, sownonpurpose.com. You can find all my businesses there. That's my website. On all social media from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, just do a search for The Educated Natural. Very simple. I made everything the same name. Twitter is the only thing that's a little different because they have enough characters. So it's the EDU Natural. That's the only one. But everything else, just do a search for The Educated Natural. My picture is there. And so that's where I am.
Well, we appreciate you educating, man. We had a great time again. Man, I appreciate you coming out rocking with us. Everything you do for us, all the knowledge, the interviews, just like I say, you know, I always say you think outside the box, you know what I'm saying? Definitely you know, dropping gems, talking about things that most people don't talk about. And we want to let you know, man, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. Keep up the good work because we are definitely out here listening. We are watching, you know what I'm saying? And you are loved. You know, we love you and the family. Just
I
thank
love
you.
y'all too.
Girl, we appreciate it so much.
Even you Cowboy fans, y'all all right.
Yeah! Cowboys!
Not really. I'm just playing. I'm just being nice.
Yeah!
Stand the Cowboys.
I almost forgot. Hey, and go Cowboys!
Go Eagles. Go anybody besides the Cowboys.
Hey, we finna play each other real soon. So you and
it's not a good year.
Ashley,
Not a good
when
year.
we come over there and we beat up on y'all one more again.
It's not a good year. It's not a good year. Not a good year.
Hey, y'all gonna have to get y'all. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all got an RAT. Y'all, I don't know. We're gonna see, but not y'all. They gonna have it this year. But I go wish y'all good luck.
That's all right. Y'all still aren't gonna win the Super Bowl. Y'all gonna be on the bench with us, watching from the house.
I don't know.
Eat some popcorn.
To the bowl, y'all. To the bowl. To the Super Bowl. To the bowl.
Nope. My brother is a huge Cowboy fan, and we argue all the time.
Well, that's one thing I can say. You have a very smart brother.
No.
Ooh, what? Ooh, what the who?
Oh, we got the Saints. I lived in New Orleans.
We have a 40 lover in the building. Saint 40 is from New Orleans, and he's definitely a Saints fan. Such a fun time with Real Gems. Oh, thank you, Miss Nicole. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Just right. Thank you, Just Right Essentials. Thank you, Sandy. Well, I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all already know what time it is. Big boy. And we out. Oh, I got it.